That's my baby too. Yeah. That's my baby. What's up? She should be able to stay with her dad and him. She should be able to stay with her dad and her whole family. I love you, Picking up for the phone call. Hello? That's my daughter, mom. I really do not want problems, cause she was starting shit. House claiming with an argument. The public could get involved with this. She a fuck nigga, brother. Listen, I'm a father kid. Moving houses, apartment switch. Moving out with my mama and them to the south with my father. Now I'm moving ounces a quarter Nick. Then I see my uncle Nick facing tens. Fucked up tragedy, a rough, tough pass you see. I come up past the weed corner, yeah, I slung dust the casualties. Then I tried to luck up, bagging weed. Beefing, he said, fuck bro, who mad at me? Now we leaking out this heat and now it's nothing but a tragedy. Coming at a rapid speed. Remember coming up in them late nights. Get my mixed up tough, slang white. It's nothing to a hay tight. It's fucked up, slang right. It's a blood sacrifice in most of the streets, they need a break. Drugs half the price, and most of these niggas keep from paying. Slug clap them twice to toast the Rico, these Jesus names. Know the pastor wife at the first lady, did you see her age? My people hanging on this hate crime in streets life. We slang dimes and keep white, the tank top and sneaks nice. I slang rocks, dodging them same cops. I see light, my main lock, I ain't the same guy, can't compete twice. McCree nice, this some cocaine powder, crack rock in the pot. Bitches no way out, this act out. Then it pop, knock a whole brain out. Then my man died, damn slide, made a whole grave out. I do this for the street, with a passion in the heart. Love. I just happy to get it started. For all my niggas back.
Alright, y'all, we are back. This is episode 2 on her podcast. I'm Matrix. This is my co-host. I'm Erica. And we are fashionably late, by the way, but fuck it. Hey, it is what it is. We also have these gentlemen to my, I feel like I'm hosting a battle. Look, so let me do it. Alright, so we have, and I'm going to let him introduce himself.
I don't like name like that, girl. I battle rap, I rap, I write, I go to your mom's job and pick up the check.
Okay. How does the mama job? Okay. Alright, and then we also have. Oh, yeah. He put a code 45 on.
Hey, man. Battle Rap Society, Hallville, Naptown, URLTV.tv. Make sure y'all download the app so y'all can watch my battles and shit. Trap shit. YB shit. Got some more. Bags and bodies.
Alright. You know what? And to piggyback off of that, first off, I want to say congratulations to J2 for actually getting in the house for Bags and Bodies. If you don't know, that is Hitman Hollow's reality show that's coming up. So J2 is actually in the house. Yes. Also, they both battled this past weekend, and from what I'm hearing, they was both battles. Automatic Ray had his battle hosted by Pastor Troy. So, all right, we it's big things, popping. Anything y'all want to add? Because tonight's topic is super duper spicy. Real spicy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna talk about that. We be talking about battle rap all the time. You know what I'm saying? I just go to Twitter to see about battle rap.
All right, so we're gonna start by just playing the clips. Let's just jump it right on into it. We're gonna play a couple clips for y'all to let y'all know what we talk about tonight. I'm trying to keep it on hush. So.
Man, that was crazy, but it was rewarding, and I think something's going to come from that. So the most rewarding part for me of those sex scenes, the intimacy scenes, is that people are extremely touched by it, right? Either up here or either right here in their heart, or just they don't know what's going on. You
right.
know? Even with let's talk about it. Since it happened today in the past 24 hours, this video is going viral.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
Fly's kind of talking about how he was traumatized from the show.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting because he knew every character's name, knew exactly what they said, And so you wonder, it's like, are people traumatized? Are you confused? Or are you just scared to kind of accept maybe who you are or accept those who around you are? You know, it's like, where does that fear come from? Where does the confusion come from? You know, and so that's kind of, I'm glad that these sex scenes have started that conversation, you know, and those.
Well, I'm really sitting here motherfucking traumatized. I'm really motherfucking traumatized the more I think about it. But I was seeing this shit all on social media, hashtag P Valley and all this shit. So I kept seeing it. So I asked motherfuckers, I said, man, what the fuck is P Valley? So they said, man, it's a show about goddamn strip club. So me being motherfucker love strip club, I said, when I get some time, I'm motherfucker watch that. So the other day, I'm sitting in the motherfucking bed, I'm just flipping through the channel, and boom, I see motherfucking P Valley. I said, oh shit, here was a motherfucking show right here. So I see a nigga on stage in the strip club, you know, buff ass nigga, they ain't got no motherfucking shirt on or nothing, and he performed. It's Lil Murder. He motherfucking performed. 7 pounds of pressure, crowd, 7 pounds of pressure, crowd. I said, god damn, motherfucking Lil Murder, motherfucking gangster. So I go to the motherfucking bathroom and come back, and I see motherfucking 7 pounds of pressure. He in the motherfucking bed with 300 motherfucking pounds of pressure. He in the motherfucking bed with motherfucking Uncle Clifford. I said, no, shit. I said, boy, motherfucker should have gave me a tutorial. I'm thinking motherfucking P Valley. Stand for motherfucking Pussy Valley or something. But boy, there ain't no motherfucking pussy on motherfucking P Valley. Then I see goddamn Lil Murder come in the club. And I see goddamn Uncle Clifford seeing and looking at him like he a little motherfucking T-bone steak or something. And I think her name motherfucking Mercedes. She see motherfucking Uncle Clifford just staring at him. So she walk over to motherfucking Uncle Clifford and I, Uncle Clifford, that's you, ain't it? Motherfucking Uncle Clifford tell her to come in the bite. He take a bite there and spill the motherfucking bean. And then here come motherfucking Lil Murder. He motherfucking crying. Uncle Clifford trying to tell him to get on the motherfucking bus and go to work. But he just sitting there crying like a motherfucking baby because all he want to do is just stay there and run up and motherfucking Uncle Clifford. I say, no, this shit too much. And motherfucking Uncle Clifford say, you know, take your ass to work. All you want to do is sit here and run up at me all motherfucking day. P Valley, I wish y'all know much success, motherfucking Black Power. But boy, I can't watch no more of that shit.
All right, so. So, with that being said, the first question that I would have for the both of y'all is, for one, if you watched it, how do the sex scenes make you feel? First question, did you watch it?
Yeah, I'm a 100% full supporter of the show. I think it's a dope ass show. The acting in the show is really fire. The storyline is amazing, so I definitely watched the show. You know what I'm saying? Faithfully. I was really excited about the second season. You know what I'm saying? We're getting the second season. I know they got a third season coming, so I was excited about it. The sex scenes. For me, like I'm watching TV. You know what I'm saying? So you know, if I'm watching porn, then I'm watching porn. This isn't porn. You know what I'm saying? And nobody should be watching this with the anticipation of getting a hard on or whatever else you may get when you watch shit like that. You should, you know what I mean? You're watching.
Let me butt in just so for those that don't know, do you identify as, how do you identify? Sexually. Okay. So for the people who don't know, okay.
And I'm comfortable, and I'm.
And then you identify as?
I'm a straight male. I'm he, him, the guy.
I mean, I'm a he, him guy too now.
Are you a fan of the show?
Absolutely, I've seen every episode.
Okay.
I think it is very riveting.
Okay.
I think it is, because the thing is, it's acting. You know what I'm saying? So anybody, like, if you're watching the show, the problem is you gotta be careful of the simple-minded individuals that are watching the show and expecting to see that's watching the show and thinking that this is 100% real life. While there are things on here that are being depicted that happens in real life. It's still a show, and the people that are in the show are actors. So even though we're depicting real life situations, the people that are on this show are actors, and they should be respected as such. So when they're acting like they're having sex, I'm respecting them as actors having sex. They're not porn stars. They're not, we're not sneaking watching them. They're actually acting. You know what I'm saying? So I respect them as actors, and I think they should be respected as actors.
I think the most important takeaway from the situation is that you don't have to intake what you don't want. So it's just like if you go to somebody's house and they offer you food that they make and you're like, I don't eat that, then don't fucking eat it. Like it's basically that simple, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not somebody who wants to sit around and spend, a portion of his day as far as what I watch or what I see on TV, streaming services, whatever. I'm not somebody who sits around and looks for like random gay shit, but at the same time, like, bro, I like the show. So if something gay is happening and I don't want to see it, I can just do one of these numbers and I don't fucking see it. And that's the end of that. I don't have a problem with it.
So what do you think about guys that be like, I don't watch this shit. I ain't watching this shit.
I think it's very easy nowadays to be able to tell who does and doesn't in the social media community have sex. I think it's very, very easy. Like if you spend the majority of your time protesting against how other people fuck, you're clearly not fucking. You're spending that time protesting.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Like there's no reason why these people having sex has anything like, because as a gay man, it don't bother me when I watch all the straight scenes. I don't give a fuck about that shit.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Because
You
you've
know
been
what I'm
watching that for years.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy about that? What's even crazier about that switch is it didn't turn me straight either.
Right.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Oh,
That's a
and
fact.
so
Right.
That's a fact.
that made a light bulb
Yeah,
go off.
I know. That's the light bulb I'm
No, but I just recently saw a gay dude. I think he went viral, and I guess he posted that he wanted to see what it was like.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And he was talking about how he ate the cat like.
Yes.
And my thing was, he did get hard for old girl.
Mhm.
Like he got hard for her. So, but he was like, he would never do it.
Right.
Which is fine, but it just piggybacks off of you saying you watching heterosexual and straight sex scenes, you don't make you straight.
And watching gay sex scenes is not going to make you gay.
It's not, and I agree with that on both sides, but the issue I personally had with the episode was the aggressiveness of the scene and the situation. It was a little aggressive for me.
I'm glad you brought that up
It was a little aggressive.
because I'm gonna be no. Well, you can put it out there if you want to. So, with me being older, I tend to look at things a little different. Like, I have grown sons and I have teenage sons. So I look at things from a different standpoint. And to me, it makes me the sex scenes make me uncomfortable, I guess, as a mother. Now I could double back and be like, okay, I'm a bisexual female, and it shouldn't bother me, but in the same sense, those mommy senses kick in a little bit more than my bisexual ones.
Well, let me help you real quick. Those aren't mommy senses. Those are the social constructs that have been placed on us. And so you naturally think that
Come on with it. Let's go. That's why we're here.
You naturally think that when you see like that aggressive homosexual behavior, that it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to deal with when you see that on the screen. And I can understand why, because it's uncomfortable, because it's also something that we've all been taught was wrong since we were born. And I don't care who says, none of us were, even if your mama said they're okay, you were still raised around people that look down on gay people. Everybody, like, we all black. And that's what we are raised around. I was raised like that. I I was raised to look at, you know what I'm saying, gay people like they crazy. Like, it was a homosexual that lived down the street from me for years that my grandma done told us to stay away from. You know what I'm saying? Like 10 years, 15 years later, that's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Got my first bid, did my first bid with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, but we're taught that that's wrong. So naturally, as a mother, this is where you can misconstrue those mommy senses for the social constructs that were placed on us. Because as a mother, you feel like my sons don't need to. First of all, they don't need to see that.
Right.
That's the first thing. They don't need to see that. But why do they not need to see that? Because naturally, you think that that's wrong. Why else would you not want them to see that if it's okay for him to watch the same scene in color for colored girls when the girl got raped? Now, we will all watch that, and when we watched that scene, it was uncomfortable, but we looked at it as educational. It was educational when it was a heterosexual uncomfortable scene. When it's a homosexual uncomfortable scene, now this is a little bit wrong, and we probably shouldn't be doing this. When in actuality, both of these are reality.
But you know what, though, to throw that in the mix. So, even as a mother now, how things are, like before as a mom, we used to just have to worry about our girls.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to worry about, it's not just the girls anymore. Like, my youngest son is 14. Do y'all know I make him, if we like traveling, if I make him go in the fucking bathroom with us, and if anybody got a problem with it, it's time to scrap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I've seen I don't want that, what happens for that split second or those 2 seconds that I'm not there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, lady, excuse me, but my son gonna come in here and use the bathroom because I've seen too many videos.
The fucked up part is that we've seen those videos and shit now, so now we've seen it, but the fucked up part about this is that it's been happening. We just know about it now, but this isn't like, it's not anything new. This hasn't changed.
Correct.
Nothing's changed.
You're very
It's
right.
been the same. It's just now that we're just not able to see it. And men, you know, as men, we're not going like, it's harder for us. You gotta think, it's hard for women to come forward. You know, as a woman, but imagine how much harder it is for a man. Imagine how many men over these years have been touched, have been violated, and all, but they couldn't say anything. You understand what I'm saying? So the times things haven't changed. Awareness has just begun.
I'm gonna say this. I hope I don't offend anybody to say this, but you can't fuck me unless I sit still. You understand me? Nobody is going to fuck me.
That's
if
true.
I don't want to fuck me. So therefore, you niggas better learn how to fight or something, because this is a reality.
Now that's where I be.
You know what I mean?
Cause you, bruh, fight. You a man, bro. Beat him up.
That's what kills me about it. It's like at the end of the day, I'm still a grown ass man. You know how much movement I have to make?
Like it's gonna have to be like 60 y'all, and then we in prison. We talking about a whole nother show.
Yeah,
We're talking about a whole nother show.
that's a fact. Shanks will be made.
Yeah, like this is a whole nother show.
Something is gonna have to happen.
Like 6 months in or something. Like
I will not go softly into that good night.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's just not reality. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
So like, you know what I mean? Like, but I will say this though. There are a lot of males that, like I said, they do get violated. They are just as women. You know what I'm saying? The problem is that men aren't able to talk about it because we do have to keep this. Man, even as gay men, you still have to keep this provide. Yeah, you can't. Who's going to respect you, and what woman, especially a black woman? That's a whole other show too. But what black woman is really going to deal with you, knowing that you've been violated like that? Now she might be there for you, but let's keep it a stack. How many, as a black man going into a relationship with a black woman, you know that in the back of your head, you piss her off the right way. You ain't say that when that nigga had his hand in your ass. That's what that man has to deal with. That's what that man has to project.
And at that
as
point,
a-
I'm killing us both.
Right there. So and Ray, now keep it a stack. Are you gonna tell him? Or are you just gonna let's keep it a stack? You're not going to tell him.
glad you brought that
I'm
up.
gonna keep it real. Hypothetically speaking,
I'm glad you brought that
I don't think I could even bring myself to really voice that out loud.
Yeah,
Being
absolutely.
real.
Absolutely not.
So to find myself in a situation where I've told somebody in confidence some shit like that, and they throw it back on me, you didn't do blah 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 blah.
Right.
We both have to die. I have to kill you and I have to kill both.
Now you must die.
Yeah, like, so you know what I'm saying? You gotta think of the situation that a black man is in. He's got a tug of war with reality and reality.
There's, you know what, and I'm glad you brought that up because I'm not saying who, but I've been with somebody who, out of the blue, I'm talking about, we was at a restaurant sitting down eating, and all of a sudden I come back to the table and he in tears out of nowhere, and I'm like, what's wrong? And he just like, do you realize that you are with somebody that has been physically abused, emotionally abused, sexually abused? And for me, I can't speak for everybody because I'm not that type of female. Me, I want to know where it's coming from. Where is the behavior coming from?
Right,
Like,
right.
what happened to make you act like this? But for I never threw that back in his face because as a black man, I understood that it took a lot for him to come out and say that. Whether it was random, I don't know what the hell triggered him, but it came out, and he decided to tell me.
Yeah.
So I let it be what it was. I didn't say nothing. I didn't judge. I let him, when he got quiet, he was quiet. When he talked, he talked. I was just there to listen. And at that time, I just felt like he needed to get that. Like I said, I don't know what triggered it, but he needed to get that out. And I'm not saying who, like I said, but this is like the first time I've ever even voiced that since he said it. So it's like, that I understand it takes a lot. I also come from that era for whatever happens in the house stays in the house. And that is some sad ass shit. As far as black people go. As far as our culture goes, that is some sad ass shit.
The tables ain't never gonna be stable because they shitting on the rug with too much dirt.
Yep.
Like that's just a fact.
But you know what that comes from too. I mean, a lot of that is what my mom has always referred to me to as slave mentality. Everything is, if they find out this is happening, or if I say X, Y, Z, then these white folks will come and take my kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So a lot of times where help could be gotten or a solution could be met, everybody's too scared of defects running up in the house, snatching their whole family up, or somebody going to jail that ain't supposed to. So motherfuckers react out of fear. You know what I'm saying? It's, oh, well, now I gotta be quiet about this and I don't want nobody to take my kids.
It becomes survival.
Yeah.
It becomes survival. And even as a man, it becomes survival. I don't want, I'm not gonna, I can't allow people to see this weakness because I got a family, a family to uphold. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a family to protect. I can't allow you to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, there's so many different things that go into play with it when it comes to, the reality of what we watching on TV. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like at some point we have to, because what we're doing is right now, well, not we, but what a lot of people are doing is when they're saying, I don't want to see this, I don't want to see this. What we're doing is we're opening up, we're lifting up that rug, and we're saying whatever is left that's real dark, sweep that shit back up underneath there because the shit that's super dark, they're starting to put on TV, and we don't need to see that because there's too many people that can be exposed. Like, people are sitting at home watching now. It's niggas at home watching with their girl saying, I don't want to see that shit like this.
That's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, she going to work, he acting like he don't want to watch it. As soon as she go to work,
watch it.
And let me fuck you up. A lot of these niggas that's watching it, they not watching it to get off. It's not on no sexual shit. They're watching it because they're able to see somebody going through what the fuck they going through. And they've never been able to see that on the screen. They don't know nobody else going through it. So this is their outlet. They actually get to see that for the first time.
Okay. You got a question? Because I got one. I got one. Let me hear your question because it might be a little bit better than mine. But go ahead. Girl, let me hear your question. We're going to ask it all tonight. We might as well. Shit. Shit. So, my question is for you Little Murder, right?
Mhm.
Obviously, he is acting and portraying a role. However, in real life, he is a straight man, has a wife, got kids. Now, I do understand the smoke and mirrors that come with acting. However, you can look at quite a few of them scenes and be like, shit, that's real.
Yeah.
Do you feel like a straight man can play his character and do the kissing and the bump? Because the kiss was the one. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Out of all the scenes that I've seen, they could do smoke and mirrors with them in the bed, you know, shoot him from one side, him from the other side, and all that. The season finale, just recently, nigga, them lips, when they showed the side picture, I went back and looked myself.
Yeah.
Alright? It was Lil Murder lips on the top,
Yeah.
Uncle Clifford lip right here, Lil Murder, oh, they was intertwined.
Yeah.
So,
I'm mad he laughing first.
For verification, they definitely did this.
So, do you feel like a straight man can play this type of look, I keep throwing these motherfuckers up. I'm so glad I got my nails done. So, but can play a closet homosexual and not slightly, like, could you kiss a dude for a check?
Alright, so first off, no.
Like, for real, because
First off, no.
this is his stand. He says he's not trading dudes. So I need to know, because it's another topic, but it was a porn star, but I'm going to ask you after that. But can you do that and still be like regular?
Okay, so the short answer is no. I don't think it's that cut and dry. The long answer, you do have to acknowledge two things. All right, one, you have some people in Hollywood, Broadway, like any form of like acting or entertainment that's on a big stage or a big screen. You have some people who are so committed to the idea of fulfilling a role, or they get paid enough to do certain stuff where they will kind of, you know, do it without turning their nose at that. But I also say that to say, if you cite certain examples and look at stuff that's beforehand, it kind of makes it difficult for you to be like, well, there's a possibility that he's not dead. Because, I mean, okay, prime example, Will Smith.
Ooh,
Right?
I'm so glad you said that, because that's where I was going next.
The 6 degrees of
I was
separation,
just gonna
right?
say, when you talk about 6 degrees of separation.
Will Smith was gay as shit in that movie, right? Okay, but nobody is just gonna look at that and say, well, man, you know, he was starting out, he was getting a check, he's acting as Will Smith, because, bruh, if it was that simple, then we wouldn't look at the myriad of other shit that's come behind Will Smith later on down the line. They might be swinging, we've heard Will is into gay shit, blah, 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 blah. Like, there's other shit that comes with that territory. So, if you are somebody who is so hard up enough to say, I'll do this for this check, but I'm not gay, you kind of got to be leery about what comes with that shit down the line. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
Oh, I got a question for you.
oh, for me?
Yes, go
Okay.
ahead, girl.
No,
I'm trying
I
not
was
to
just
forget.
gonna say on the things that I've seen or read about the actor Lil Murder, he is from a theater background.
I figured.
100%.
Yeah, I figured.
100%. He's from a theater background. He's very passionate about making sure that he portrays his role in the right manner. And he's very proud of what he's done in this role. And also lets everyone know that he's a heterosexual male. He's married, he has
That's what I'm saying,
children, and
like,
um they give you the feeling that that is their character.
It's because some niggas are method actors like that.
Yeah, method.
And the thing is, like, if you're an actor, cause like I act, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I act, like, so if you put me in a situation where I was acting and I was a straight man in a movie, yes, I could kiss a woman. I could fuck her in the movie. Not straight, still gay. Very, very much still gay. I don't want no coochie. I promise you I don't. I don't want that. But you know what I'm saying?
I don't put it out there like
But,
that, but it ain't
but,
I'm just
they
playing.
are. But no, but I talk about what I'm talking about when it comes to like him, like, bro, for one, he's an actor. The black woman, I'm gonna keep it a stat. The black woman has to start being able to think outside of what she's seeing. A lot of, and this is, and I'm saying I'm a black man. I grew up around black women. I talk to them, and I'm listening to Matrix, and I'm listening to what you're saying, and I'm listening to how you feel about it. Can he really do this as a straight man? Absolutely, he's a straight man that's acting. And now, automatically, I got a question for you. I got a question for you right now. You got a family you live for.
Absolutely.
For right now.
Absolutely.
Netflix comes, and this isn't about a check, because you gotta also remember, if he, well, it is about a check, but it's not about a check, because when you're an actor, like where he's at right now, like he's really good. He can take this, he can not take this, he can do something else. Is this a great opportunity? Yes, but it's also a great opportunity to do what you do as an actor and push a message that whatever producer, whatever writer it is that has for the script, that's what you're doing. As an actor, once you get into the mode of an actor, that's what you're doing. You're in the business of taking somebody's script and putting it and making it into a reality. So as an actor, I can do this. Now as as a black woman, I know that I can look at this man and be like, bro, I don't know how this nigga's doing this. I got a coochie. My coochie's amazing. How the fuck are you kissing this man? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you kissing this? But at the same time, we're talking about two different mindsets. We're talking about somebody that's living a lifestyle that you've never lived. We're talking about somebody that has a drive in a direction that you've never been there before. So you don't know the drive that he has to be the actor. He probably wants to be that heterosexual actor that can cross all of those different boundaries. Now, what I'm saying to Ray is, you got a family that you have to support. You know you straight. Nobody's forcing a dick in your mouth. We talking like, let's just say we talking, $35K an episode. Bro, you telling me right now as a straight man that knows you straight, she know you straight. I got a baby. This is it. You're not leaving her.
Right.
So so you don't have nothing to prove to no other woman in the world. I ain't gonna ask her. But are you? Your profession right now is acting. You telling me you not taking a role?
So when it comes to a situation like that, where you're talking about your comfortability with doing some shit of that nature, for me, it's not about everything else in the backdrop. It's about what I'm personally comfortable with.
Right.
And I know for a fact, as a heterosexual man who has no interest in other men, I'm not going to be able to say, this is 35,000 this episode. Come on, bro. Get over here. Like, I can't do that.
Right.
I can't. But it's not because I have an issue with homosexuality or the nature of the show or what the overall plot is. It's just, I don't kiss no nigga.
Right.
I don't want to.
And I guess when I asked you that question, like, I had to ask you that with a grain of salt, because you're not an actor with the drive. Are you an actor, or do you have the drive to be an actor or a rapper?
Both.
Which one takes precedence?
Both. I'm a little bad rapper with less for lame shit.
I can't.
I
I guess because like for me, like I said, for me, I can kiss a woman. It's not gonna make me straight.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna take what you asked him, and I'm gonna turn it up 1,000 notches.
Oh shit.
What you say? He got a family. He got a wife. All of that. So what about gay porn?
Oh no.
Because there are certain.
I'm not even doing it.
No, listen, because I've watched it. That's how I know to even ask this. Certain gay dudes will hold on. because they claim they're not gay, that will be like, oh, I'm 100% hetero. I'm just doing that. I mean, the whole gay for pay thing.
Well, you gotta
You
take
say you
that.
heard about that?
I mean, but you gotta take that with a grain of salt. Like a lot of times, like when you hear that, you're dealing with a lot of gentlemen, a lot of guys that aren't able to express. They haven't come to terms with themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? You dealing into a whole conversation. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you dealing with guys, some of these guys that aren't comfortable who they are, so they're saying they're only doing it for gay for pay. You're dealing with some of these guys that actually are doing gay for pay because they don't have nothing else for them. That's all they got. And so to be honest, their sexuality ain't even.
I'm gonna bring up one more scenario. Recently, this went viral. I believe it was a Canadian soccer. He was a soccer player, American football or whatever. So it went viral. His wife left him after a video surfaced. I wish I could have played the clip. I don't have that clip. I don't have it. She left him. Now we know soccer is it's a highly paid sport, definitely for sure. But she said she was going to leave him after a video surfaced where they had made a bet, and the bet was based on, I don't remember what the bet was, but if you lost the bet, you had to give the person that won the bet oral sex.
Okay, he just wanted something.
Okay, so
Yeah.
What the fuck kind of bet is that? Like, hey man, if you lose this bet, get on over here. What the fuck is that?
oh my God, say what you want.
Yeah, I'm about to say he just wanted something.
Listen, one of us is gonna get canceled.
Let's
I don't like niggas out here making bets. Like, fuck it. Let's go.
And see, that was my thing, because a lot of people was like, oh, he the GOAT. No, how? To me, they've been doing it. They just got caught on camera. And that's
so my question is why is whether somebody is gay or not such a hot subject?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you, coming from my standpoint as a black woman, is we want to know, because there are so many who are not speaking up, who are not being truthfully who they are. There are families that get wrecked on a daily basis. And then you are out there playing with diseases. What was that? Matter of fact, you brought up for Color Girls, right? In that movie, Janet Jackson's husband was a closet.
But you know what's crazy about that?
He gave her AIDS.
And he gave her AIDS. That's real. But let me tell you, the reality of it is that that's not where AIDS comes from. So exactly what you said, they're out there playing with diseases. The fact that you place the diseases on the fact that he's a homosexual is the very reason why ain't no straight black man out here that happens to give a bisexual black. Because let me tell you the reality. The reality is that just like there are females that are completely straight and dibble and dabble with females sometimes, there are men that do the same. Now, if I'm a straight man that dibbles and dabbles, so now you can call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. But the fact is that I'm straight and I would rather have a woman and a family and I want to continue my lineage, and that's what I want for my life. I dibble and dabble every man just like the woman does. The only difference is I'm a man. So listen to me. So now, do I tell the community, the world, that I dibble and dabble because I know black women and I want a black woman. Black women do not fuck with bisexual men. That's just white women. Now, just because you know somebody that will, the facts of the matter is, on a majority facet, black women do not play that. That is what we know. That is just the reality. Now, you may know 2-3 women that do. You may know a whole group of them. You may have a book club full of them. But the actual reality is, black women don't play that. So now, as a black man, am I going to give up the family that I want for something that I just dibble and dabble with? I'm going to do that. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to put it out there because y'all going to look at me, y'all going to call me a faggot, because as soon as I dibble and dabble, y'all call me a faggot, y'all call me gay, y'all say that's what y'all say. Y'all say I'm gay, you call me a faggot. So no, I'm not, because he can't tell you that he dibbles and dabbles. As soon as he tell you that he fucked a nigga, he he gay in your book. Like you just said, he's a heterosexual man. He's married with kids. So if that man is actually fucking a man on the side, let's just say he is, that don't make him gay. That may make him bisexual.
Okay.
Because they're right, and that's exactly the reason. That's
Well,
exactly
come to
the reason.
table as a bisexual.
No. But we're not. Listen to what I'm saying. If he comes to the table as bisexual, you not fucking him. Because if he says he's bisexual, you're calling him gay.
Guess what? That's life.
No, and so that is
that's
life. So what I'm
That's
not going to
life
do
for
as a man, but no, but that's what I'm saying.
life
As
for
a man, I'm not
scared
going to
of
give
what
up.
my mama might say, I'm not going to tell the truth.
Exactly.
If I'm scared of what my teacher going to
Hell
say,
yeah.
I'm not going to tell the truth. That's life.
That's
However,
but the thing is why am I going to tell you that I like to dibble and dabble when actually my priority is a woman? What I want is a life with a
but
woman.
you're taking away her choice.
But you know what you're doing is you're not allowed, as black women, you're not allowing him to be who he is.
It's not that. It's not
You're
that.
not allowing that man to be who he
It's
is.
not that.
Because as soon as he
Because
say
I'm
he's
gonna be
bisexual, you call him gay, he a faggot, and that's the end
I'm
of it.
gonna be completely honest with you. There are women out there that have no.
There are
problem
random
with
women, but
it.
that's not
But in
the norm.
same
That's
sense,
not the
You
norm.
are taking away
That's not the
my
norm.
choice in who
No,
I
I
want to
understand. No.
with.
But what I'm trying to explain to you is what you're missing is that what you're saying is 100% right. What I'm also saying is that it's your fault.
How?
Because when a black man tells you that he's bisexual, you call him gay.
Guess what? Guess what?
Listen, but he don't have no
Let's go.
room. He
Let's
don't
go.
have no room to
Let's
tell
go.
you. He don't have no room to
Let's
tell
go.
you, baby girl, I don't even really do that
Guess
like
what?
that. I
But
You
guess
not-
what?
you not-
I'm
you
also bisexual, so now it's on the other end.
No,
of
but
the
that, but
spectrum.
no, it don't. No, it
Because
don't. Because being a
bisexual females
bisexual
be
woman
like, they
and being a
don't wanna mess
bisexual
with
man
chicks.
is not the same. That is two different things. It is completely in the black community. Those are two completely different. I'm a gay man. You not gonna tell me being a gay woman is the same as being a gay man. It is not the same in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
Listen to what I'm
Ever.
saying. They view it as different.
Yes.
A female that is gay, she gonna look at a female like me that's bisexual and be like, oh nah, won't fuck with y'all. So there's a separation.
No, that's
within.
not true.
Yes, there is.
No, that's not true.
Yes,
That's
there
not true.
is.
I've been in this, baby girl, I've been in this lifestyle since I was 14 years old. I'm
But you've
38.
been in it as a gay man.
But I've been on both.
But
I've been on both. I've been on
on
both
the
spectrums.
female end of the
I've been on
spectrum, there are a lot of females that don't want to mess with bisexual women.
Okay,
They don't want to.
Let's say, for instance, that's true. Let's say that's
It
true.
is.
What
It's
does that have
very
to do
true.
with a black man? What does that have to do with the black man?
But just like you don't want to say in the same sense, nobody has to say, and they can keep pretending all they damn want to.
What you know? What you mean?
If I come like you as a gay man or a bisexual, there are people that are out there that are willing to be
No, but
completely
that is
cool with
that
that.
is not.
So what
normal,
you're
though.
saying
That's
is
not on the door.
why?
Because
it's
we're
not
not
the
raised
norm?
like that. We're not raised like that. We're not raised to be okay with that.
Hold on 1 second. I want to hear what Ray got to say.
This is how I feel about this.
I want to hear what
So
Ray
first off, regardless of who you're having sex with, right? If you're dipping and dabbling, niggas, females, whatever, if there's not an understanding from the jump that this is happening, all that fuck. That's not
There you
That's
go.
number one. So
That's my
regardless of the sex of the
That's
person
my
you fucking
thing.
on the side, if that wasn't understood from the jump, you've already fucked up. You've already made your mistake.
Okay.
Now-
So I'm glad you said it. I'm
Now,
glad you said
I'm
it.
gonna say this. I have not been on both sides of the spectrum. I like
He's
it.
like, I want to
I
make
like
that
it down
clear.
exclusively.
Ray's like,
But
I have not.
But I feel like this, bro. I feel like if that's what you choose to do, then the aspect of putting a label on it is not what's important. It's about acknowledging what it is that you want. And if she's not okay with that, it doesn't make her wrong. It means you find somebody who is.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Let me lay the homophobia on you. Let me, because exactly what you said is the exact reason why I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
So you meet this nigga. You met him. you know he's fucked people before you, right?
Right.
So you don't have no problem with him being whatever he is as long as he's honest with you, right? As long as he's honest with who he is, you good.
Correct.
But you know he's not a virgin.
Correct.
So you meet him, y'all start fucking. Now he's not fucking no niggas because he likes you. He's not fucking no niggas. Listen, he's not fucking no niggas. However, in his past, he has. Did he tell you every single bitch that he fucked?
No, but
I'm not done.
Okay.
He didn't tell you every bitch that he fucked. He didn't tell you. Let's say, for instance, he didn't tell you about the man. He has no intention on fucking the man again. Let's say, for instance, he didn't like it. Let's say he did it and didn't like it, and that's not for him. He still can't tell you that. Because when he tell you that he fucked a nigga, you are not fucking him again.
yes.
See, that's a different situation.
Man, come on.
That's a
Man.
different situation.
I've been doing this shit. I've been doing
Look,
this shit
that's a
for
different
24
situation
years.
too, though, bro. Because
Black
you
women
have to
do not play this
These are
shit.
two different
I know.
situations.
That's
though,
not
because
true.
these are- look,
You might
hold on.
not,
Can I
but I guarantee, and I guarantee.
I'm not speaking from me though.
I'm
We was
gonna
just talking
speak
about a
on-
situation where a gay dude came out and said he wanted to be with a female, and he said he was alarmed at the number of black females that was willing to give him some pussy.
Yeah, but
So that speaks to what I'm saying.
No,
there
no,
are
no,
women
no,
out
no,
there
no,
that
no,
don't
no,
care
no, no,
if
no.
you fuck the dude. There are women
weren't
out there
excited
that
about
don't
fucking a
care
fag that
if
was
you was bisexual.
How are you gonna be the nigga that get canceled? I knew as soon as he said that, I was like, this is going left. This is wild. As soon as he said it, I buckled up. My chest hurt. Like, don't get me canceled through you, nigga. Come on.
No, but dead
These bitches was
ass.
signing up for a challenge. There wasn't no real
But
life.
that's the same thing.
There
with
wasn't
it.
real
Do you
life.
know how? Do you know how many? And I'm not just a gay female, but do you know it be like I tell niggas I got a chick, and all of a sudden they think they want to be included. No, my nigga, like this is for me over here.
But
Like
that's not
you
the
think
same.
you're supposed to
But
be a
that's
part
not
of
the
that?
same. I guarantee you, we go out here, we go to the mall tomorrow, and I walk up to 5 black women and ask them, hey, you want to have a sexual with you want to have a threesome with a bisexual man and his boyfriend? They're not going to be jumping into that car. Now, if I walk up to 5 straight men and say, hey, you want to have
But it's different.
How is it
the
different?
experience?
How is it different? If you say it's different, you are just giving the double standard. I just gave the same exact situation and switched the genders, and you just told me it's different. If it's different, then that is the double standard.
You know what's-
I'm
you know what's
sitting here
crazy?
talking about.
That's the double standard right there.
No,
You know what's
you're
crazy
talking
about
about
this?
somebody that wants an experience. There's a difference between somebody that wants an
I can go out here
experience
and
and
ask
somebody
five
that's
women.
really just with that
But
all
I can
the
go
way.
ask 5 random black women right now, hey, are you cool with your nigga being bisexual? No. I'm gonna get 5 no's. If I
I'm
go
gonna be
ask 5
completely honest with
bitches
you.
and ask
I'm
them,
not cool with it, but there are
I
women
got one
that
no.
are cool with it.
I got one no. Your nigga okay fucking the nigga?
Who you asking?
He good fucking the nigga? Oh.
Oh, okay, I'm about to say this. I know you looking past
We
her.
both don't answer that one.
So I got 2. I got 2. Go.
But there
was
are.
gonna ask Auntie.
But there are.
No, but what I'm saying is that
There are,
so you
though.
gotta understand what I'm saying is. So as a man,
Yes,
you
you
want
go,
me
yes, you go.
you auntie. No, this ain't auntie. Shut up. You okay with your nigga fucking a nigga?
No.
Okay, so I'm free for 3 bags. So what I'm telling you is, as a man that doesn't really even do that, my goal is to be with a woman. You want me to give up my dream to have a family and a white picket fence for a fucking hobby?
But
That
you're
I don't even have to do?
crush everybody
No.
else's life.
What you're assuming
You
is
are.
what you're assuming is that he's gonna fuck a nigga while he's with you.
Guess what?
But no, that doesn't
the
mean
dude
that.
that was the Canadian
No,
soccer
that's-
player,
we're not talking-
he did that. Did he not?
So
he
what?
did it and he got caught.
So look,
They
That's
did
that
it.
man. I know a baby. I
They
seen
did
a
it and
baby.
they got
That,
caught.
I seen a baby that was born with a 3rd arm. Every baby don't have a 3rd arm.
But they
Every
did
that's-
it and they got caught.
But what you bringing up one situation?
No, I'm pretty sure it's plenty of them.
But what I'm trying to tell you is that niggas, women do. If I'm a man and I'm not, and I'm telling you that I'm, because what the thing is, if he cheating on you, he gonna cheat on you with a bitch or a nigga.
Yep.
You know, like, you're not gonna be able to pick.
It's true.
You're not gonna be able to pick.
I was married to a cheater, so
You're not gonna be able to pick whether it's a man or a woman. So the bottom line is, if you find a nigga that's faithful to you, whether he's gay, whether he's bisexual, if he says, I'm being faithful to you, you gotta just respect that.
But in the same sense, just like you're saying you're gonna be faithful to me, you need to let me know that, hey, I dibble and dabble. You cannot take away somebody's choice.
What if he's not dibbling and dabbling though? What if he did it before? Why does he gotta tell you what he did? He's not gonna tell you everything that happened from the time he was born to
Hold on, wait 1 second. Wait.
But still doing it is different.
Hold on.
That's different.
Let me hear what Ray got to say.
Let me play devil's advocate, because I get the point you make. Because it's kind of like saying if somebody makes a food with something you don't normally eat but you can't taste it, it's like, well, I'm not telling you I put mayonnaise in this fucking mac and cheese if you can't taste the mayonnaise. It's mac and cheese. I get that.
Only I'm gonna tell you is if you're allergic.
But I will also say this. I cannot speak to
You got that shit, let me know,
I
bitch.
cannot speak to the scarcity of women in this society now who won't go for it because, prime example, your favorite rapper, Kevin Gates, right? What's your favorite song on that album?
I don't even play.
What's your favorite song on that album?
I like
The one,
The same thing that you play.
My daughter loves Kevin Gates.
her favorite song on this nigga's most recent album, right? Is the song where he's talking about fucking you with his homeboy. Okay, now whether there's gay connotation in that or not, it's two niggas, and there are a lot of women out here who I've come to find from seeing how many people go crazy over that fucking song that are out here willing to be in a situation with two niggas.
That's a different
What you
topic.
mean, like two niggas? Like two
That's
niggas
the
touching
difference.
each
Like,
other?
why is he making
I
it
feel
seem
like
like it's not acceptable?
Wait, are they touching each other?
Whatever.
No, they're not accepting that shit on no regular.
Listen.
If they were accepting that on a regular basis, we wouldn't have so many. Because let me tell you something. When the last time you seen a white woman add a nigga on Facebook for being gay? You did. It's always
They just
been a
not
black
gonna do it.
woman.
They just not gonna
It's
do it.
always a
They don't
black.
know-
No, they don't do it. They don't care. It's black women that care about that shit. That's reality. You can
You're
act
right.
like it's not,
Guess what?
but that's
Guess
reality.
what? Guess what? And they know they man is creeping with a nigga, and they okay with it. There we go, right there. I just said what you. They are okay
Who?
with it.
No, white
women.
That's because they don't have that homophobic
It doesn't
connotation.
matter, but
Yes,
they're
they do.
okay with
They don't.
it.
No, they're not
Does
okay with
race
it.
make a
Let me tell you,
difference?
a white
If they
woman.
okay with it?
A white woman will be mad that you cheated. She don't care if it's with a man.
But it doesn't matter.
If you cheat on a black woman with a man, oh, you on Facebook.
That's true.
You on
It doesn't matter
Instagram.
that she doesn't
You on
put
World
you
Star.
on
If a
Facebook.
white woman do
He
it,
just
a
brought
white
up
woman
but I
ain't
said
jumping on
there
Instagram.
are
Oh, he
women
cheated with
out
a
there
man.
that are
She don't give a
okay
fuck about it being a man. She's mad that you betrayed her trust.
Yeah.
A black woman, she's mad, oh, you done fucked a nigga. Oh, bitch, you done gave me AIDS. Bitch, I gotta go get tested. Oh my God, bitch, like that's what a black woman thinking. That's what a black woman is naturally thinking. Bitch, you done gave me shit.
I love it.
That's reality.
White people,
love it.
white people don't out niggas for being gay on the internet because they're mad that niggas beat them to something else. That's right. They're like, you're black and gay? Fuck.
I can't have shit.
I cannot outdo you. I cannot.
Hell no.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of the homophobia in the black community, a lot of it comes from our black women. And let me tell you why.
Listen. Okay.
Let's go
Okay.
there. So
I was about to say
Baby, let's go.
Listen.
Tag in. Come on.
I feel like that is correct, but it comes from a background of single women trying to raise young black men to be strong
Let's go.
and independent.
Let's
Yes,
And-
yes.
and leaders of their families and not understanding
And being let down.
and being
That's really where that shit comes from. As a black woman, if I continuously being let down by this black man that's supposed to protect me, that's supposed to be my rock, this nigga's supposed to be my wall, and every fucking time this nigga every time we look around, every time we look around, and I'm not saying every black man is wrong, I'm not saying that. But niggas, we done dropped the ball a lot. So as a black woman, every time I look around, I'm seeing a nigga drop the ball, I'm seeing a chink in the armor. the last thing the fuck that I want to do is look up and you fucking a nigga. That's the last fucking issue that I want in the world is to have to, because I already gotta worry about another bitch.
But that's
You
not,
gonna add a nigga
let me
to it?
bring
So
it
I
back.
get it.
the situation is, that's not what I want for you to have that extra weight on your shoulder.
Now let me piggyback off of what Erica's saying.
Oh, Erica
As-
just made me give her a hug. That was the one right there.
That's not what I
That
want
was
for
and
you.
for my son, because that's how my mama was.
That's all I want.
That's what my mama was. My mama didn't want,
Yeah.
like, my mama wasn't fucked up that I was gay.
Right. And
My mama was
I
fucked
don't
up.
give a
She
damn
was
what you
concerned
do. I don't
with
care
everything
who
else
you
that comes with it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? She like,
That's
this,
my
you got a
problem.
whole world of
That's
shit
my
going on.
problem.
But let me tell you what she also did. She also set me down. You know what? You gonna be who you are.
Yes.
Let me prepare you for the world.
And that too.
Let me just
And
keep
you
preparing
have to
you
do
for
that.
this world.
You have to
Because I
do
can't
that.
control who you gonna be.
You have to
But I
do
can help
that.
you be. I can help you be a man while you dealing with it.
Now,
That's the truth.
now to piggyback off of what you said, for me, and I'm gonna once again I'm gonna say it from a mother's standpoint. I don't care if, because I had a situation like a couple of years ago, and my son said something to me, and it was like, oh, and then in the back of my head I was like, well, at least you're not telling me what we're fucking to do. Now, he was telling me that somebody, you know, his significant other was of a different race. And as a mother, I had to be like, alright, which one do I really care about? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, at least there's still a woman. So I'm good there. But in a sense, I also have a gay sibling. So it's like, just in seeing the things that happen, you got the boys that get jumped at school, the boys that get bullied at school, you got all of that, and I love to fight. My daughter will tell you, hey, listen, you might want to leave me alone, because if my mama come up here, she gonna smoke with everybody. And that's how I am. But it's like, I don't want him to, it's hard enough being a black man. So I sympathize with you. No lie, no bullshit. It's hard enough being a black man. But as a woman, a black woman that has older sons, I don't want them to have to go through a lot of that bullshit, because I love to be able to protect mine. And when I feel like I can't protect mine, I feel like I'm losing. This is my circle. This is what I got. My kids, that's it. That's it. That's the squad. That's the game.
Yeah.
All day, every day. And when I can't protect mine, I feel a certain type of, don't let me get it.
No, but it's
I'm a crybaby when it comes to that. But if I feel like I can't protect them from that, then I have a problem. And I know how the fuck this world is. So I wouldn't have a problem with one of my sons coming to me and telling me that he's gay. I just know that, like you said, on the other side of that, everything he got to deal with, and I can't protect him from that. As he gets older, because like I said, I got older kids. I can't protect him from that. So that's my issue. I don't have a problem. When I look at and Uncle Clifford get choked up about his mama, like, I can take me, but in the same sense, I know the dark side had to be there, and she had to protect him from that too. The dark side is what the fuck I care about.
You know, but the crazy part about that is that you, as much as you want to protect it,
Right.
as much as you want him to, what he really needs above that is actually that support of to know no matter what it is I choose. Because the problem, the issue with that is that when a child is growing up, he's gonna know, he or she is gonna know whether or not this is going right or left. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What happens is they're listening. And they're listening to conversations that you don't know that they're listening to. And they're listening to wonder how you feel about this. And whatever it is that you say when they're not listening, when you don't know that they're listening, is going to determine whether or not they're going to tell you, or whether or not they're gonna keep it inside. Because let me tell you what a child does. A child wants to make sure that their parent is proud, or they want to make sure that their parent doesn't have to go through things. They want to make sure that they're not hurt. So if I want to make sure that my mom is not scared of me in these gay streets, I'm not gonna tell her, because I just heard mama say that's the last thing that she wants. Mama don't want that. Mama don't want that, so I don't want mama worried. But that's not gonna change my sexuality. That mama strong, that will is strong as it is, that will that'll keep a nigga from you is not gonna change his sexuality.
No, I don't want
So
that.
not for you, but just because what you just said is what how a lot of women feel. And the thing is, like I said, I watched my mama feel the same way, but I'm the gay boy though. So I know as much as my auntie, she's like, everybody know my auntie in the city. She's like a huge gay. My auntie a lesbian. Everybody know my auntie. They scared of her. Scared to death of her. My auntie didn't want me to be gay, because she didn't want me to have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? She lived that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I came into lifestyle, motherfuckers scared me because they know her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But she also knew that no matter how much I wish Jonathan, J2, no Jonathan, how much I wish Jonathan would just be straight. Just be straight, Jonathan. Just go get you a girlfriend. Just go have you some kids. Go to school. Go do that, because it's so much easier. But she couldn't do that for me, because you can't change that. But what I never heard from my mama, and I never heard, because like my mom, I knew she didn't want it, but because I'm smart and I'm intelligent, I got intuition. But what my mama gave me was, I love you, I got you. I've never heard my mama say, she said it one time after I had already came out. She told me, she was like, I don't really, but by this time, we good. Right. So I can hear your opinion now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm good. We know. You know what I'm saying? But before that, my grandma, I know my grandma ain't no motherfucking sissy ass grandson.
But they knew.
But they knew, but they also knew, I don't want to say anything to keep him from thinking that we love him any different.
Exactly.
Because if I say one thing that make him think like that
we don't love him, or that we don't embrace
his shit gonna go completely left.
Right.
Because now he don't have that support.
Right.
You can go out here to the streets, but we know what happens.
Right.
I think it's wild that it came down to she's not black. It's not a dude. That kind of scares me a little bit. It's like now I'm like, oh man, because of being gay or black.
It's terrible.
It's terrifying.
It's terrifying, but in the same, again, coming from, I got a son. He played college, like he's an athlete. So my thing is, with the world being the way it is now, that's my biggest fear. If my son goes jogging right fucking now, I gotta worry about if he gonna get chased by 3 or 4 people and shot the fuck down. If my son is going to the gym, I gotta worry about him daily. Daily I worry about. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I understand that.
So I have to. So not only do I have to worry about him in this society as a black man, and he could be doing absolutely nothing but fuck wrong.
That's a fact.
Okay?
That's a fact.
And now when you put on top of that he is homosexual, that's like an even bigger target on his back. So for me as a mother, it is hard. That's a hard pill to swallow.
But imagine what he might be doing.
My kids know. That's what I'm saying. One thing, hands down, my kids know whatever the fuck they want to do, I'm there. I'm with it. It's lit. What the fuck ever. It's us against the world. But I still can't protect them from everything. I can't. as much as I want to, as much as I want to stick my hand in, as much I can't. I cannot. I can't fight every battle. They get older. I can't do it. I gotta sit back. I gotta watch. And you know what you do? You pray. You pray and you hope that they okay. You hope that nobody's plotting on them. You hope that if they are gay, I love them. But you hope that nobody else sees them as a target because of them being who the fuck they are.
That's a fact.
So, I mean, I get it. My thing is, when people make jokes and all of this and all of that, it's okay and it's cool when you don't have kids or when you have kids and they're little. Because you're not picturing them when they get older. When they get older, what they gonna have to deal with. Me, I gotta sit here and think what the hell they gonna have to deal with when they are who they are now.
Well, you know, I think you gotta keep in mind, you know, that dealing with kids.
Oh God, I hate that I cried. Okay.
Even now, right?
When you get it, bitch.
It's okay.
I'm
because,
such a
like,
wuss when it comes to them. I'm such a wuss
no,
when
it's
it comes to my
okay. You
kids.
know, wearing your heart on your sleeve about your children, man, like, you can be expected to.
Yeah, can't nobody blame you for that.
But it's like, you gotta remember that you were once somebody's kid.
Of course.
And you fine. You know, look where you at. You made it. You alive. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody taking it from you. You okay.
Right.
You know? And as long as you're doing your job the best you can as a parent, they're gonna be alright. You know, I had to have a conversation with my mom once, man. It's like last year sometime. My little brother was here. My younger brother's like he's like his late 20s. I don't think he had quite made 30 yet. And my mom was tripping because my brother went out and was hanging with somebody that she didn't know. And she was like, I'm calling his phone, he's not answering the phone, I can't get a hold of him. And I had to tell her, I was like, Mom, this nigga's a grown ass man.
Right.
Listen, I'm not saying that the world's not a crazy place.
Right.
You know, this nigga go out here and do X, Y, Z, like, bro, he's grown as fuck. He gonna let you know when he's done, when he's coming back, whatever. Like, you did your job. At this point, it's not on you to be like police. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to check this nigga's everywhere about every couple minutes. He's gonna do what the fuck he's gonna do because he's a grown man. But you did the best you could. And it shows. We're all alive. We all have homes. We have families. Everybody's okay.
And the big other thing, go ahead.
I was about to say that coming from a single parent of a young black male, an adult black male, I ain't even gonna say young, I'm gonna say an adult black male, because I have an adult black male. I don't even have a child, I have an adult black male. And it's still scary for me to not hear a response from him, knowing I can't control anything that he does.
Right.
Like, if he goes out, he's out. But what is fearful is that he's driving while black. I don't know any other way to describe it.
Yeah.
That he's driving while black.
He already in danger.
He's in danger. Like, everything you do beyond that is just extra. Like, so you're driving while black. Please make sure all your lights work. Your turning signals are on. Like, just don't give them no other reason to like, please don't.
I think, like, and let me tell y'all, as a black man, and I think I'm probably going to speak for all four of us in here, as far as our mothers go. What we right now as adult black men, what we treasure the most is being able to go and being able to talk to our mama.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let me explain. So y'all, because let me tell you what we realize once we get of age, y'all can't do shit.
Right.
Y'all are women, and y'all. Let me tell you something. I know, cause I know my mama one of them. My mama one of them. My mama be like, bitch, you got me fucked up, bitch. My mama damn near 70, and my mama still be ready to get. But let me explain. But let me say something. Even as my mama being as gangster as I know she is, I know, mama, if somebody piss you over, ain't nothing you gonna do. Girl,
Stop laughing.
like that's just reality.
She
Am I lying, my nigga?
Because she
Am I lying,
knows
bro?
shit.
Am I? And
She
what
know
it is a man once you get to
knows
a certain
her
age
shit.
where you start with, because at first when you younger, you look at your mama like shit, nigga, my mama kill everybody in here. Once you get older, you start realizing like, mama, if they push you over, ain't shit you gonna do. Like you can't do nothing. I'm gonna have to kill everybody. You know what I'm saying? So my biggest thing for my mama is now as a black man is, mama, you're not my protector. I need you as the person I can come to and I can talk to and tell everything to, and you can give me that worldly mama wisdom to. So I don't need you to protect me. And I'm saying that to y'all as black mothers. When I know when they kids, you looking at them like, I'm protecting you, and that's what you're supposed to do. Once they get of a certain age, you gotta realize their role changes.
It does.
It changes, and you realize that, but that still don't go away.
No, it don't go away.
It's
It
never
don't go away.
gonna go away. Like if you really,
Yo,
like,
she sound like my mama
and
right now. I was trying to tell my mama this shit,
look,
and she wasn't going for it.
us as a black people, and we can talk about that on another show.
My experience showed me a pistol, like, bitch, I still shoot everybody in there. Like, what you talking about?
Right, exactly. But you know, it's a stigma in our culture that once you 18, you grown. You supposed to be able to figure it out. Not me.
That's crazy.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
we'll talk about that on for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm not that mama. I'ma still be your mama when you 30. I'ma still be your mama when you 50. I'ma be like what you said. Say what? He did what? Right? He did what?
That's my mama.
I'm with the shit all day long.
That's
He
true.
did what?
I can call my mama
Say
first.
what? Who
Before
her
I
cousins
call
was what? I'm with all of them. Like you feel me?
It's
Call my
different
mama.
for me,
But-
because my mom had me like relatively young, right? Like my mom was like 16, 17 when she had me. So my mom right now, I'm 33 and my mom is in her early 50s. But it's the complete opposite. Because I'll come to my mom's house, I'll be like, well, I did it, blah, 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 blah. Man, I got you shit with this nigga over there. She'll be like, you fuck down, chill out. But then on the same hand, after she'll say this to me, she'll beat her fucking husband. Like they'll have a disagreement. Yo, she has literally called me and be like, yeah, you know, when she was acting up the other day, so I tased this nigga. Like, what the fuck are you doing? He's a grown man. You cannot cattle prod an adult man. You know what I'm saying? But like, she
Good
not.
job, Ray,
She,
mama.
but for her, it's like, nigga, I know I'm your mom, but like, bro, get the fuck together. Do the right thing.
Like I said, my mama's is always gonna be there to protect you, but like I said, as men, I would say this, like I said, no man, and that gay shit don't even matter, because even as a straight man, all these straight men, bro, all they be wanting sometimes is to be able to talk to their mom. So I know you can't actually physically protect me in the street.
Right.
But I know that if I talk to you, you can give me some wisdom that can protect me in the world.
That's a fact. I got attitude with my mom.
That's the truth.
Well, I will message my mom on Facebook like, yo, like, what you doing? I haven't heard.
Because even when I get, even in battle rap shit, I'll call my mama. But if I call my mama. Like, mama, they got me fucked up. I'll explain everything. Like,
I'll call my mom and explain the scenario and explain the situation, like,
and let her break it down. Because a mama gonna do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, there's never ever gonna not be a reason for your mama. You know what I'm saying? But you also have to realize, like, you gotta be there so that. But you also have to make sure that you're the mother that they're able. Not you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking to all the women out there that probably feel like if my son's gay, I'm not gonna talk to him. You gotta be able to be that mother that's able to receive whatever it is that they have to give to you, because you gotta be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be there so that whatever it is that they come to you with, whatever the fuck it is, because you worried about a motherfucker being gay. Wait till a nigga come, because I'm from the streets. A nigga might come to you with a body.
I was about to say, like,
You worried about a nigga being gay. A nigga might come to you with a body like mama, A, B, C, and D. This really what happened. Fuck my. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit can get real. You have to be that mama that's able to receive whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, it didn't happen.
Look, cause what was that? The governor of Georgia said, shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot you can use this shit now, right?
Look, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time. We ain't got time for that. Hold on. Hypothetically.
Matter of fact, you see, buzz that out. Buzz that out, nigga. You there.
Yeah. my question, the same question I asked him, before we move to the next topic, I want to know,
The next topic.
do you feel like a straight man can participate in physical touching, kissing, and things of that nature and still say he's straight? Before we go to the next topic.
As long as he's active, if he's an actor, then yes. Let me tell you, because the thing is, bro, if I am a undercover male, like I really like niggas, right? But I'm acting like I like women. Why am I waiting to get on national TV to get my rocks off? Why am I putting all of my business that's supposed to be undercover on national TV?
What you got though?
So that part already boggles my mind with everybody's mindset anyway. Because I'm like, bro, if he didn't want to be gay, I think the last thing he would possibly do is kiss a man. Maybe, if I'm hiding it, the last thing I'm gonna possibly do is probably kiss a man. Now, we have seen a lot of guys that have done shit, and we see them later on. Like we've heard shit about them. I will also say this, y'all see these people. There are so many hours in a year, and the average time that you actually see these people that we're talking about is like 3 to 4 hours in a year.
True.
You see these people for 3 to 4 hours in a year, and you judge them. You judge their entire life, a whole year's worth of hours. You judge them off of the 3 or 4 that you've seen them, and the gossip that you read.
Yes.
So I feel like, yes, that man, I feel like if we're talking about Lil Murder, we gonna address him. I don't think Lil Murder gay. I think the man is straight. I think the man is doing this shit because he's an actor and that's what he does. And that's normal in the acting community. I feel like the black community is we have such this strong layer of homophobia that we just can't, we don't even recognize it as homophobia because we have friends that are gay.
Right.
So we just like the white people. It's like I had niggas over my house. I had 4 black people over my house. I'm not a racist because we feel like we're around them and we accept them for who they are. But and especially me, like being the gay nigga in the battle culture, I've heard so many niggas say, "Yeah, J2, I fuck with you. You gay, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't be all flamboyant and shit." Bro, if that man's flamboyant and gay, bro, he can be flamboyant and gay. I can be my type of gay. He can be his type of gay. And we can all just be all right. Like, why?
Niggas say you not flamboyant, like it makes a nigga less of a nigga.
Like it makes him less of a man. He's still a man. Like, I'm still gay. Like, I ain't nothing different.
And you know what? To piggyback on that, so I had one of my coworkers say to me that he was like, "Oh, you don't ever see females act like how these flamboyantly gay niggas act." And I was like, "Huh? You ain't never seen what?" Like, my thing was, and me and you was a prime example. Because when I get on the phone with my little bro, it's like, yeah, nigga, blah, 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 blah. The alpha female be out.
Right.
But then, even you seen it on the way here, like, yeah, that bitch is my phone.
Here comes homophobic JT.
Yeah,
Because some of these gays do be doing a lot. Like, let's keep it a stack. A lot of the sissies, I'm just gonna say it, a lot of these punks be doing a lot of extra gay shit that you don't even see. Like females just be
Like
females.
females don't even do that.
They don't even be doing that.
But my thing is
I think they be blowing me sometimes. Bro, relax, bro.
My thing is
Relax.
this. They might do it, but we not gonna act like it don't come from somewhere. Because when I get on the phone, they're like, bitch, yeah, child, huh? Like,
But you know what's crazy is though?
yo,
Y'all
but
boys
I'm
came from the
not, but
game.
I'm not gonna talk to my homeboy like that. So when he was like, oh, my thing is that you don't ever see 2 females act like what these flamboyant dudes act like, and I'm like, that's a motherfucking lie. Because I'm sitting here like, if I get on the phone with Erica, like, we gonna talk like, yeah, bitch, like, yeah, and we gonna be extra when we on the phone. But it's not gonna be the same conversation I have with you when we get on the phone.
I bet
And we
that-
gonna be talking about the same
Cause
thing.
Matrix will
but-
call me and Matrix like I ain't gonna hold you, like, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do all. I'm not a
You're not
super
playboy.
flamboyant gay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like, but again, like I said, I have no issue with no nigga that like they.
Right.
I'm just not that. So when me and Matrix get on the phone, we don't do the girl and the hey and all that shit. Like
Yeah.
that's not no conversation. We don't have that conversation.
Right.
You know
But
what I'm saying?
I'm here to tell you, when I get on the phone with her,
Yo, I'm dead.
I be like, yeah, girl, bitch, yeah, sis, listen,
Sis,
yo,
let me tell you
what? Because the whole was really tripping. Like, we gonna do all of that. So when he was like, my homeboy was like, oh, you don't ever see two females act like how these gay dudes act. That's a damn lie. It depends on what context you get the two females in. Because my conversation, like you just said, with you is gonna be different. When I do Eric, be like, child, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. And then it's gonna be different.
That's just like trying to say that like studs don't act like two regular niggas act. You know what I'm saying? Like we all know like you have femmes and then you have studs, and the studs see that a lot of niggas like pay attention, right? History is proven. There's an archetype. There's 3 different types of studs. All of them look like Louisiana rappers. 3 different types of
Not
studs.
the Louisiana
There's
rappers.
the Lil Wayne studs, the Manny Fresh studs, and the Boosie studs.
hell no.
I'm over it. Why does it have to do with their hair? I'm dead.
It's literally the
I'm
Literally
dead
the
right
Lil
now.
Wayne.
Dead. Say it again.
The Lil Waynes, the Manny Freshes, and the Boosies.
And sometimes you get fusions of the two.
And the ones who look like 2 of them always have on one of those striped collared shirts.
Stop it.
That's the
I'm not fucking
fusion.
lying.
No.
Always have on a striped collar, probably South Pole or any
He's
J.
studying. You guys can't be mad. He's studying.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
come on.
I'm over it.
No, but it's so white though. Like I can't even be mad. Like I'm damn.
Is it cancel or coffee?
Is it canceled?
Is it cancel or coffee?
Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there, buddy. We're getting there. We're there. Keep
Y'all
sipping.
there.
Keep sipping.
Y'all
We're gonna
set
get
it
there.
up.
And the moment I'm being here, half drunk, cigarette in my mouth.
Oh, we're getting
Fire
canceled.
depression. It's going to
I done already said faggot like
It's going to
45 times. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm not gonna lie, it feels good to be in a safe space where we as black people can be together and someone says faggot and we resist it.
And nobody
Nobody
gets
gets
upset.
upset.
Let me tell you something. I be so mad when I'm like, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not doing something. I'm gonna tell y'all. They really gonna cancel me, Auntie. And I really gotta tell y'all, because I can't let them cancel me, which I know.
Let me see.
No, I'm just saying this. Niggas have got, as a black culture, as a black community, we have got to stop being so sensitive.
I agree.
We gotta start allowing people to be, we gotta start allowing comedy to have its way.
Yep.
We gotta start allowing people to be able to say the way that they feel. I can understand that there are situations where, things can be disrespectful and things can be taken offensive. However, sometimes in the context that we're speaking, certain terms are needed. You know what I'm saying? To be able to get your point across. You understand what I'm saying? So every term isn't meant derogatory. Sometimes terms are meant to be able to, so that you can get this message across. You know what I'm saying? So we can't be so sensitive. And like I said, I know the gay community, for instance, is very, very, very sensitive to like terms. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, as a gay community, we gotta bounce out of that. Sometimes we should let people say what they say. If they're not saying it about you, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm not calling you a faggot, you know what I'm saying? Just because you got on, fingernail polish or some shit, then bro, I'm not being disrespectful to you. If I call somebody a faggot, I'm saying it because they're trying to emulate a person that they're not.
Right.
That is
You know what I'm
not
saying?
it.
So you could be
That
a
is
straight
not
man. Faggot. Straight man, that's not who you are, bro. You
Right.
not a fag, bro. That's not who you are. You can be, I don't give a fuck who you fuck. I'm calling you a fag because you're trying to be somebody you're not.
Yeah,
So
and-
these terms aren't,
And
you know what I'm
women
saying?
do
They
it
don't be
too.
disrespectful like that.
And
We
women
just,
do it
you know what I
too.
mean?
Heterosexual people do it too as a term. Like,
Yeah.
you're acting gay. You're being gay.
And at this point, it's not really like, and don't get me wrong, I understand, like, prior to this, yes, that was disrespectful, because when you're saying gay, you're making it seem like being gay is a negative thing, so you're placing that on us. But we've evolved a little bit past that. So now, bro, if I say, bro, that's some gay shit, bro, we're not really being disrespectful, bro. We're just using the term, bro. He being gay, bro. Let's just, come on.
It's really
Why are we
funny,
mad?
it's really funny how gay
Why are we
took
mad?
on this like super negative connotation when people went to talking about like you're doing something that somebody doesn't agree with or that they didn't like. It's like, oh, that's gay. Like, how you gonna call me gay because I wouldn't hand you over a vote?
Yo, right.
Right, no, and I used to be offended, and I used to be offended, and I used to check niggas about
So
it.
guess what?
But now I feel like we passed that, bro. We
With
know
both
what's
of
going
y'all,
on.
look,
It's
with
just-
both of y'all being battle rappers, let me, another little issue. With both of y'all being battle rappers, the glizzy.
That shit not even funny. That word. I don't know why the fuck I'm gonna spit my beer out. Like.
So, I had posted a video the other day, and a dude was like, he was eating a hot dog, but his issue was,
He was eating a hot dog, bro. We not finna act like that's not no pause. Okay, go ahead. He ate a hot dog. Pause.
okay, so what's crazy is, did we not eat hot dogs before there was a pause? I ain't believe you. Like, did we not? Yo, listen, I was born a Project Baby, so the best hot dogs came off the grill in the project.
And they fire.
So, I'm just saying, why are we now, like, because somebody eat a hot
I feel
dog?
like if you from
it's-
New York,
we gotta pause.
I feel
It's
like
a
if you from
glizzy,
any
you a
other
glizzy
region-
god, you a goblinator,
Look,
you
look,
all this
if
shit.
you from any other region,
Bro.
it's cool. You can have you a hot dog.
fuck?
It's like if you from the South, niggas don't say that shit in the South. If you from the Midwest, we don't say that shit. But if you're from New York and you eat a hot dog, bro, you gonna have to stay pause, bro.
sell it to
Cause that's where it come from.
They sell to everybody though. That's why they don't, yo.
Speaking
I just
from
thought crazy.
a New Yorker,
Right.
You not finna eat no glizzy and not say pause.
you have to eat
Hey,
a
the hot
hot
dog
dog.
on the way here.
I'm a grown ass man, right? I'm a grown ass man that has been to barbecues over the course of my life. I live in a house.
When you open that motherfucker.
I live in a house.
Hell
Nigga,
no.
I live in a house with 5 children. You understand?
Yo,
Yes.
I'm
We buy
dead.
ramen
I'm
noodles,
so dead right
we
now.
buy a lot of cereal, and we buy fucking hot dogs.
So,
Facts.
So if you see me at home
that is struggle food.
That is
eating a
struggle
hot
food.
dog, mind your fucking business.
That's budget.
Pause.
Does not make me gay,
Listen.
nigga. It's Oscar Mayer.
Listen,
Pause.
You
that is,
gotta eat.
that's
Bro,
budget.
you're not
food.
finna say Oscar
That is
Myers, bro, and I'm not
budget
gonna say
food.
pause, bro.
That's
You're
when-
not finna say Oscar Myers. I'm pausing Oscar Myers,
Why?
Listen,
bro. I'm just pausing it,
I'm
bro.
not saying that when you eat it, you gotta call it by its fucking name. I'm just saying, it's a fucking hot dog, bro.
Bam.
I'm not saying bite it, like,
Listen.
goddamn Oscar.
Even look, I'm just saying, if you got food stamps,
There's Oscars.
Yeah.
nah, fuck all that. It don't even matter.
Nathan's.
It don't even
Yo,
matter.
it's like so many pauses here, yo. Like, yo, that Oscar,
It
Frank,
doesn't even
Smith.
matter.
What is
It does
happening
not
right
matter.
now, bro?
You wanna know why? Because guess what? I'm a mother of 5. So listen, when I go in the store and I'm like, yeah, if I got food
Wait,
stamps,
okay, go
whether
ahead.
if I got food stamps or if I bought the food stamps, don't matter. When I go in that motherfucker, we eating like we feasting for the first 3 weeks,
Right.
and then last week,
You get
that last week.
You getting hot dog.
That
It's
last
fucking happening.
yo,
It's happening.
that
It's
last
happening.
week, that last,
You got to.
yo,
Niggas get to week 3, be
Mom,
like, "Nigga, get
Mom,
steak,
you
chicken,
know what I'm
fish.
talking about.
We
That
don't
last-
get it out.
Get them hot dogs, nigga.
Get some up there hot dogs, man.
that last
Because
week,
it's 8 of them
yo,
bitches in that
that
pack.
was 99 cents. Yo, you fucked up. You know you fucked up.
And if-
And the great value
I'm not gonna hold you, bro.
is
I'm not
enough.
gonna hold you.
You know, I got
If
you
you eat
fucked.
a glizzy
Y'all got
in
me
front of that,
chopped.
pause it.
You crazy.
It's 8 in a pack, which means if one of the kids go to sleep, they all get 2. Nigga.
They all get 2.
They all get 2. They eat good for the evening.
They like
Shit,
Wow.
Bam. And then if you throw a bag of french
shit,
fries
I'm
with that shit.
dead.
If you throw a bag of french fries with that shit, you go.
Oh, what?
You go, you go. The 5-pound bag, because it was only $3. The 5-pound bag.
You was
those of us in here foods that we eat great for the first 3 weeks. That
Yeah.
last week, oh, that's a struggle week. We got noodles, we got
Glizzy
hot
Monday
dogs,
through Sunday.
we got
Glizzy Monday
we got
through
hot dogs
Sunday.
and
It's Glizzy
chips, we
week.
got hot dogs and fries, we got hot dogs and tater tots,
Look,
nigga.
I just put it together.
I got potato tots.
I just put it together. I just figured out it's all look, it's all propaganda. Regional black poverty is forcing our children into homosexuality.
Oh my
They're
God.
making us buy hot dogs.
They're
for
making them buy the Glizzies.
We're buying glizzies for all the wrong reasons.
Wait,
All right, we gotta stop hot dogs now because
And
now
I'm
we're doing
officially
this.
fighting back.
We can't fucking the white man's making our kids gay. Good God.
Right, that's the agenda.
This is out of control.
So,
I feel like that's the
Lord have mercy. I can't even
I think
say
it's a
it.
perfect segue into
I
the
can't
other
even
part
say it
that
all.
Matrix had us watch this video, y'all.
Ooh, Lord have mercy. Alright, we got
Yeah.
one more topic.
It's
to cover.
crazy though because it's so relative to what we're talking about though.
Woo! Okay, so we got one more clip. We gonna go to that clip.
It's another rabbit hole.
Jesus, fix it.
It's
Go
another
to the
rabbit
clip.
hole, bro.
I'm ready.
I go peep.
Yeah.
There's so many men that don't like women, but they're sexually unattracted to men, and they have no choice but to deal with you. And they act like it, don't they? Like, these men don't like women for real. They don't bond with women. They don't emotionally connect with women. They prefer to be around men. They respect men. They get along with men. They see men as their equals. They do not view you as it. But the only reason they're with you is because they're not sexually attracted to the men. If it wasn't for sex or power, they wouldn't be with you. I need y'all to watch out for these men. Actually inquire about whether this man actually like women. Not if you're heterosexual. My question to you is, do you actually like women?
At all. They don't. I did sit there and be quiet. And I'm supposed to take all the bullshit that you don't want your sister to deal with. Crazy. You got me fucked up. Ow! And we're back. So if you caught that clip, that was one great ass clip. And tonight we felt like that was a perfect time to bring up this topic while we could get it from both sides. So how do you feel about what you just heard?
Right.
Oh shit.
I don't understand. I feel like some niggas are just naturally fucking weak. That's what I think.
You think they're weak?
I think some niggas are just naturally fucking weak, man. Like, I've never been in a position where I felt intimidated or bothered by the position that a woman is in, or like, okay, if she works somewhere, like she has a corporate position and there's a hierarchy and she's like up here, so she makes more money. Well, I don't give a fuck about that. Why would I care about that? Bro, listen, if you make more money than me, I'm spending yours. We'll put mine up. It's fine. It's fine. You want to ball out? Bitch, get the Tesla. Let's do it. Like, what are we talking about? When you're in a situation where somebody is your partner, right? Doesn't matter what you bring to the table, as long as it's acknowledged you're bringing it to the table. You know what I'm saying? I don't, and it's not to say that you shouldn't strive to want to do better from where you're at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you also have to understand that if you put yourself in a position where you're with somebody and you've chosen to accept what the situation is at the moment, then that's what the fuck it is. If she makes more than she makes more. If she's got more going on, she's got more going on. You know what I'm saying? If she has your concern shouldn't be whether or not she's doing what you're doing. Your concern should be, are you doing enough to keep up with the rest of your fucking
I'm
household?
saying that usually comes with more responsibility.
Okay, so my issue with it, and I can say that's a very personal issue for me. Like, I always have to deal with the men that see me as, they see the shit that I do as this. They want to butt heads with me automatically. Or it's oh, she got more stature in this. I was married to a battle rapper. Oh, she out rapped me. Oh, and it started to rear its ugly head. It started. See him saying he couldn't deal with that.
Really?
My best friend of 20 years told me I'm too much. I'm a lot. You a battle rapper. You a model. You do this. You do that. You look like this. You look like that. And then it was like, so am I not supposed?
I think what niggas gotta realize is that you gotta realize what dating pool you in.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So you know, like you can like, and when you in the dating pool you deal with the niggas that's in that dating pool. Nobody's forced you in that pool. So when you decide you want to get out of that pool and get into the pool with the niggas, the pool that's a little bigger, the one that got the steps and the railing. When you want to get in that pool, you have all the opportunity. Because all they say, because let me tell you, the only thing they saying for you to get in that pool is some 3 feet deeper.
Yep, that's a fact.
That's it.
That's a fact.
That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many pools though. So you gotta know what pool you in. So if you know that you can swim good and that you can float in 6 feet, but you still over here with the niggas that's standing up like this at 3, then you deserve what you deal with.
And if I'm being fair, as soon as he would have been like, I've been with blah 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 blah, and I've been out bar before, and this and the third, I was like, well, nigga, you can rap that.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I'm not gonna tell that nigga to rap better.
I
He in the pool that he's supposed to be in. Where my towel?
You listen.
Where my towel?
I'm not.
I got to get up out this pool.
I'm
Y'all
not-
not even swimming. Y'all walking. Everybody in this bitch 5 feet tall. Y'all walking, bitch.
No,
Why we not swimming?
I'm not even gonna hold you. I swear. Oh my God. Because you battle, I battle, right?
We there.
It's been said to me, you cannot be with somebody who does not rap better than you. Now, here's where the silver lining is. Because I've been told that niggas come for clout, niggas come for, they gonna get a ride, they wanna ride your coattail, this, that, and the third. I really don't like a lot of them top tier niggas. Like, that shit don't excite me. Like, the things that the top tier niggas is doing, I did that shit in my 20s. Like, so none of what is going on that shit don't excite me at all. I really just want a regular motherfucker. I want somebody that understands when I flip that switch and I have to become Matrix, they know that I have to become Matrix. And when I get back to the house, I'm gonna be fucking Harvisha, or I'm gonna be Fruit, or this or that. Like, because if you about to find out, you're about to find out, but you probably have already had your brush with it. Like you said, when you step out in the regular public, you wanna be, the fuck? Sandals, flip flops, you might not even brush your motherfucking teeth for today. But guess what? If somebody comes across you as J2, then they expect to see J2 all the time.
What you mean? Find out. I've been doing it. Like,
Right. So no. That wasn't to. But I've been, and people might think that, oh, Mitch has only been battled, like, for real. I've been in entertainment for a long time, so I know people don't let you be human. They won't let you be human. I've had motherfuckers scream my name from across Walmart, and all of them in that bitch like, oh, damn, I just came in this hole to buy some cereal. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't let you be human because they feel like they own a part of you. They feel like they own a part of you. They feel like you owe them this, you owe them that. You have to deal with so fucking much. But when the dust settles, you have to be okay with the separation. So, for me, where it's at for me, because I am older than a lot of my counterparts. Like, I'm a late bloomer. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Everything I fucking did, I started late, except for modern. But as far as battling, as far as dancing, as far as I did all that shit, babe. I just happen to have the looks to be able to pull that shit off. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like on the down end of the spectrum, people won't let you be human. They definitely will not let you be human. So when J2 decide he wanna go out in his flip flops, somebody gonna be like, oh, that nigga was that.
They do it. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is that when it comes to like dealing with people, when you're talking about like relationships and shit like that, you gotta know that, like I said, and I bring it back to like those dating pools. Like you gotta know, like for instance, like for me, when I go out to, like this last night, I went out. I know when I go out with where I went out last night, I'm not dating nobody in here. Like I'm here to relax and have me drink, because I know none of y'all swim yet.
And that's true too.
You understand what I'm saying? So you have to know what you're doing when you go. So and when you meet a nigga, you gotta realize did you meet this nigga in the 3 foot? Or did you meet this nigga in the 6 foot? If you met him in the 3 foot, expect him to act like it. Expect that nigga, he gonna be a little shallow. The water wasn't deep where he was at. When you meet that nigga from the 6 feet, for one, you gonna know. Cause he know how to swim, he know how to talk to you. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna know when you meet a nigga from that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when it comes to dating and shit, like I said, you have to know you have to know that arena that you dating in is tiered. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, when it comes, I feel like we talking about old boy that said, let's jump back. So we talking about old boy that said that niggas, we talking about that, right? The one that said that guys really don't, a lot of times they're not really attracted to the woman. They have no choice because of physicality. That's so true. Now the problem with that theory is that it's the guy's fault.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you the problem with that theory is that it's the guy's fault. So many women have not been able to find the happy balance between, and I'm telling you this as a, listen to me. So many women have not found the balance between understanding how to be a woman and still how to be a provider. So let me explain to you. So when a woman has a child, everybody says the man is the provider, right? We've all heard that 1,000,001 times, right? However, when a child is born, that child cannot live without the woman providing the milk. So the woman is still the provider. However, that woman has to realize that she has a role to play. Just like that man has a role to play. So as a provider, I have to know, I'm providing you this, I'm providing you nurturing. However, I'm still submissive because the man still has to, if the man don't provide me with the food, I can't provide you with the milk. So it's levels to this. You're a provider, but you're providing me to be able to provide. Okay. And that's the way that this should work. Okay. And this should be a cycle.
So is that equal to 50-50?
That's 100, that's 50. If that ain't 50-50, I don't know what it is.
Oh.
If that ain't 50-50, I don't know what it is. I'm providing you with what you need to provide.
He's saying that the fucking glizzies that we're getting on EBT are making titty bills.
Listen!
We're not buying the glizzies.
You gotta have the glizzy
It's not
to
the
get the
fucking
titty
titty
bill.
bill, bro.
You got
So you gotta eat this glizzy to get this titty bill, man.
Oh.
50-50. Makes sense.
50-50.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
Oh.
Glizzies and titty bills are perfect unison. It works, man.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
We need a burger deal.
if we
Yes.
no, we did not. We absolutely did not. We didn't need that type of ass shit.
That nigga would have went on a rant for 40
Yo.
years. He'd have been here. Look
Yo.
at here, dirty.
And he would have had all of us on
He
mute.
needs therapy.
He would have.
Yes. Now, who the fuck is y'all niggas think y'all
No, to be honest with you, the reason why I say that though is because like Bird, as crazy as he sounds, Bird, what I was just explaining about the about the give and take. You know what I'm saying, about the provider. Like I said, as a woman, I'm providing my offspring. However, a man is still providing so that I can provide. Verb is one of those guys that is able to like break down that entire process on a heterosexual straight man level. You know what I'm saying? He will be able to break that down on a level that I probably won't be able to. You know what I'm saying? I know the idea, but you know what I'm saying? Like a nigga like that would be able to.
It sound cool. It sound cool, but I hate to say this. I'm gonna sound crazy for saying bird pockets is deep enough. So you have women out there that, and I'm gonna put myself out there. Like, if I put myself out there, I run and gun from fucking, I can't even say sundown to sun up. For the people that know me for real, they know Nature's got about 6, 7, 8 hustles. She don't sleep. She don't, you know what I'm saying? But that also comes from a standpoint of when I meet a male figure, what are you bringing to me to where I can slow down? What are you taking off? Because I done had it happen. I've had it happen where I've suffered at the hands of a dude saying, hey, I don't like this. I don't like that you do this, the ego. I don't like that you do this. I don't like that you do that. And then they want me to slow down what the fuck I'm doing, but they can't put back what the fuck I'm getting.
Right.
So then it's like, no, I done took losses in life behind that shit. I'm not doing that no more. Nigga or bitch.
That's you up to where now when you beat a
nigga or a bitch. I'll be listening before you get in my goddamn inbox.
Before they get in your goddamn mail, you like, bitch, you better have your shit together.
I mean, it
Yeah,
doesn't
like
even
that.
have to be together,
But you need to have a goal or
hustle
something.
to get to it. You gotta have a hustle to get to it to make me slow down. I'm not slowing down anymore. And if you cannot function, I function at 1,000 miles an hour. And I hate to say it, it can sound as toxic as the fuck it wants. But I function at 1,000 miles an hour. And I need somebody who can function at 999 motherfucking miles an hour to understand me. Because if I don't, this happens. They think I'm trying to show them up. They think I'm trying to, whereas it really should be, well damn, if she do this and she do that, she do this, she do that, then it make me look better. Whatever she do on her end is supposed to be for the team.
Right.
And whatever he do on her end, or he do on his end, it's supposed to be for the team. I'm the biggest bitch that's about balance you probably ever fucking seen. Yes, am I an alpha male? Absolutely. When I get around who I feel like is my counterpart as a male, if you show me those male traits to where if everything fall off, you got it. The submission role, because I'm gonna put the quotation on submission because that's a serious word. Like, we don't want to feel like we submit. However, more of my feminine energy is allowed to come out because I feel like around you, if shit get fucked up, you gonna pick it up and run with it.
Cause you when you see this nigga, you feel like
when you
I've seen
around me, if you
show me that that's who you is.
I can run with it.
You show me that's who you is.
Right.
That's your mistake. Because when you meet a man, a real man is not gonna prove himself to you. Listen to me.
Okay.
A real man is going to be who the fuck he is. And let me tell you what's crazy about what you just said. Nobody, and I'm gonna keep it all the way a step. I was gonna sugarcoat a little bit, but I ain't gonna do it.
Shit, we here now.
Nobody makes no woman fuck no ain't shit nigga.
Okay.
Nobody makes her fuck him. Now, if you decide to fuck a nigga first, before you find out that he ain't an ain't shit nigga, and I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about women in general. If you decide to fuck a nigga before you find out that he ain't an ain't shit nigga, and you get tired of him,
We
that's not.
Look,
Let me tell you something.
I was a ain't shit nigga.
Let me tell you something. That's not the ain't shit nigga fault.
That's a fact.
That's not the ain't shit nigga fault.
You right, cause
Because
I
he
say
kept it
all day
consistent.
long, nigga, you didn't fuck me, I
Because that
fucked you.
nigga kept.
You
but
didn't
let me
fuck
tell-
me, I fucked you.
That sounds good.
I'm true, nah.
That
it
sounds
is
good. That sounds good right
It
now.
is good.
Until you're the same girl that's arguing with us 5 minutes ago about how niggas ain't shit, and then you fucking a nigga. Listen to me. When you say you fucking a nigga that didn't hold up his end of the bargain and all these different things,
I'm saying I
nobody
did.
told you to fuck him.
Correct. But for me, look, obviously, I got enough common sense to figure out that, alright, he might not be that nigga, but I'm gonna be completely 1,000 like, shit, it's been a minute. Like, hey, I need to see if I still got it. All of that shit
And that's
goes
great.
into play.
But
That comes
you
into
can't
play with
expect-
y'all.
Don't expect nothing from that man. Don't expect nothing from him.
But that's my
Don't
thing.
expect nothing from
no,
that man.
Absolutely
Don't
not.
expect nothing from that man.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I know what I'm dealing with. I know what I'm dealing with. I know what I'm dealing with. Those are the niggas that don't get claimed. Those are the niggas that never show up with me nowhere. Those are niggas that we gon' ooh, bitch, talk about that shit. Nigga, cause you nigga.
I don't think anybody has ever been told to fuck. I don't think that's ever happened. I don't think they were ever in a powwow like, oh, fuck it, man. We gotta get in there.
Well, you gotta get outside the way, cause I ain't gonna
Look,
hold you.
don't get me wrong.
No,
Don't get me wrong.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Don't get me wrong.
Yo, somebody's too. But I ain't gonna hold you. Like I ain't gonna hold you when it's right. The motherfucker gonna be like, you probably need to get you shot at. You probably need to get you shot.
When I say this,
I know motherfuckers like, bitch.
when I say this, I mean like
Don't
on a
hate me for
scale.
nothing.
I'm
They
like,
don't
Get you a shot.
they don't hate me for nothing, nigga. What?
when I say
Say
this,
what?
when I say
Never
this,
even smell, never even in the same room with
Listen,
you.
you want peace.
when I say this, I mean on a scale
Okay.
where it's like for a come up or like self-preservation. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they've ever seen like, man, this nigga's got all this great shit going on. We're never get that nigga's pussy. Like, I don't think that's ever happened. It's never happened. There's been one or two situations where like, you can fuck him. I'm like, you gave me the pass. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Shoot my name down.
Yo, Ray is stupid, bro.
I mean,
Right?
it's never been like, this nigga's got like 6 figures and a nice car. Usually it's shit like, yeah, man, you know, that nigga might bring the alcohol later, so.
Yeah.
Go ahead and holler at him. See what's up.
So,
But I mean, that's enough. You gonna bring the alcohol later.
look,
In your 20s at the time when it happened, it was definitely enough. It was like, this nigga's gonna supply the alcohol.
Shit, the kid knows
Go
the
ahead
day
and
now.
fuck. Go ahead and fuck. That's enough.
I didn't know the day that he got alcohol.
okay.
And it wasn't like,
I don't
look,
even smoke.
and it wasn't like some
So I'm
bullshit.
already like,
You didn't show up with bullshit, like it wasn't like taco or something. It was like,
Oh yeah. You show up with
You
some Jameson.
show up with taco, like, she's not even gonna sit with you. You have to, you drink by yourself. That's over with.
yeah.
You're not doing that.
Somebody, you show up with Jameson's.
Look at that. Yo, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. Yo, oh my God. Fix it. Fix it. Jesus, fix it. Oh, Lord.
The
Alright. Look, it comes with a disclaimer. Oh my God. Alright, so if we're talking about the clip that we played, right? We on that? Oh my God. Yo.
It went so far.
Yo. Oh, I told y'all. Listen, you motherfucker. If y'all didn't tune into this shit from the back, I said it was going to be spicy. You didn't fucking believe me. Alright? I said it was gonna go there. Alright. So, next time. Anyway. But.
I'm dead.
So, with the clip that was just played, let me tell you why I wanted to discuss this with y'all too. Okay? He talked about men that are comfortable around other men. that are comfortable being in circles with other men, and if it didn't come down to physical attraction, he felt like they didn't like women. As a heterosexual male, what do you think about the type of dude that he was describing?
First off,
All his friends.
right? You know what I'm saying? Because birds of a feather flock together.
I'm gonna say all his friends. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all be wearing these niggas out. Let me tell y'all from a gay man standpoint. Y'all be wearing these niggas out. These niggas, all these niggas really be trying to do is get some pussy, go to work, and come home. Now, if they can do it in that order, they are great. But let me tell you something. Females be so, and I talk to y'all be so extra sometimes. Like, yo, really, to be honest with you, y'all can have conversations.
Actually, my viewpoint is the same as yours. My viewpoint is the same as yours.
We probably
When
talked
I
about
get
this
to-
before,
When I
though.
get talking about millennials and these females, they do too much.
Yeah, like they homie.
I agree with you.
That man
And
just
I'm a
wants
whole
some pussy and to go to work, come home, wake up, get a little more pussy, fry some head. Bitch, you cook breakfast?
Yep.
Like, that's really all a nigga want. Like, a nigga really only want that. But let me tell you what females do. Because what females forget that males are human. They don't realize it. Let me tell you, I know what you think. You like, girl, I know he a motherfucking human, girl, he gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? But you literally,
That nigga has functions like a person.
girl, he breathes, girl, what you saying, girl?
Right.
I know he human. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But you're not realizing
Right.
that he's a man that has his emotions. Now he might keep them at bay and they're cool at bay, but once you start to spark your emotions and you start saying stuff, you'll make the man start thinking. A man not to give a fuck if you never text him back. But if you start bitching about him not texting you back, he might start looking at his text message. Bitch, you don't text me back. Bitch, when I call you, you don't. He might not ever thought about that. But since you done said something, now in his mind, oh, bitch, you don't. Bitch, so females have to realize, like, y'all gotta relax sometimes. So when a man say that a man's not gay, but he'll rather keep it with his niggas, he's not gay. That man just would rather be around something that's low stress. Cause he don't want to be stressed the fuck out. That's all that means. He don't want no ding-a-ling or no booty. He wants some pussy. He just wants you to shut the fuck up and let him fuck you and wake up in the morning. That's all.
See, this is why the majority of my friends outside of like
I should have been Kevin Samuels.
outside of this nigga, like outside
I
of
should have been Kevin Samuels.
literally outside of this nigga and that nigga, outside of these two, the rest of my friends are all like, fuck it, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because I be around motherfuckers who like, they be like, yeah, man, we went through blase and everything. I'm like, yeah, mine did the same shit. And we had that conversation, then I go home and listen to pussy and then go shit. But it's because I've had the opportunity to be somewhere around motherfuckers where I can alleviate that stress.
Yes,
You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
you was able to
Like,
get that out.
yeah.
Like,
Shit, a lot of times nigga, she be with me. We be around the same fucking people. So she be there in the midst of this conversation. She might be sitting right here. I might be like, man, this nigga on fucking nerve today. You have the opportunity to expel that energy around.
I be trying to tell my homegirls, I be like, they be calling me sometimes.
Yeah.
And we be having conversations about shit like they be telling me about some shit the nigga did. I be like, girl, why the fuck do you give a fuck? Why do you give a fuck, bitch? Girl, go suck his dick. Get off the phone with me and go suck his dick. Why are you talking to me? Because, bitch, you tripping. You tripping over some shit that don't even fucking matter. There's so much shit that don't even fucking matter. Because the thing is, bitch, you talking to me about him and he's in the other room, which means that he didn't go home with no other bitch.
Exactly. And he's still there. And you're still dealing with him.
He's still there with you.
Yep.
He cares about you.
Must not have been too bad.
You suspected a girl, he was in his phone, girl. So what, he was in his phone, bitch? He was probably, you know what he was probably Googling? He was Googling how glitter is made.
Right.
So, because that's the type of dumb shit that us niggas like us be Googling. Y'all think we in our phone looking at they think y'all, I'll say this. They think y'all in y'all phone looking at another bitch or trying to talk to another bitch, and you're Googling why a deer's antler is made. Like, that's why a nigga do not give a fuck about nothing.
I shit you not to
Reggie, am I lying, Reggie?
No, to further validate your point,
I'm keeping a stat.
I literally found myself sitting at the edge of the bed one day Googling how many bottles of glue can you make out of one quart. So this is a fucking fact.
Niggas do not care about this. Niggas do. First of all, most of the time, the niggas that you decided to be with don't know other bitch wanna fuck no way. Let me keep it all the way a stack with you. The bitches that you think your niggas out here and a bunch of bitches wanna fuck you. No, bitch, you wanna fuck your nigga. The other bitches, they wanna fuck somebody that got a bunch of money. Your nigga ain't got no money, bitch. He don't wanna fuck. Nobody wanna fuck him.
How many fucking times have I said this right here? How many times?
Don't nobody wanna fuck your
You
nigga.
are the only fucking person
I'll be honest
that
with you.
finds me attractive. Everybody else is like this
Nigga, and I'll be honest with you, even if the nigga got a little money, these bitches ain't trying to fuck him, they trying to fuck the nigga that look better than him. So you bitches don't like bitches be so concerned with that. I'm like, girl, ain't no nigga even thinking about his ugly ass.
Everybody
Who is
besides
you?
me. I'm literally Black Seth Rogen.
Nobody want his ass.
Nobody but you. Look at that.
True.
Females have got it, like, but you know what?
I agree with
That's
him. So
but you know what though? That's
it's
another
crazy.
show because we can talk about how females have been in situations where men have made them feel like they were less than. So now they feel like so now the most beautiful female can feel like they less than because a man made them feel like that. So when they get in a relationship, they're naturally jealous. But that's a whole other conversation. The fact of the matter is most of these niggas is ugly.
That's until she turns on single ladies.
No, that's until she can pull more bad bitches than that nigga could ever pull. You could, niggas could never.
All that takes is turning on single ladies.
I ain't gonna hold you. Once they play single ladies, it's up.
Beyonce.
Every female in the room feel like they are that one when single ladies come on.
No,
Beyonce reinvigorates everything that has a
I see niggas that.
Bro, they go
I see
crazy.
bitches that they pull up with, and
I be with her. My gay ass be right there with that bitch. Come on,
The views and opinions expressed by Nick Simpson.
Yo. Yo.
Yeah,
Oh
man. It's real out here, man. It's real out here. Y'all got don't tell y'all gotta start doing. Y'all gotta start looking at people and listen to what they say, and not what you think they're supposed to say. That's really what it all boils down to. You gotta listen to what people say, and not what you think. It's a fact.
Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Absolutely. I definitely agree with y'all on that one.
But also understand too though, that if you allow somebody else to make you feel like less of a person, you need to better this. You had to share food with them at one point or another, right? Whether it's paper, plastic, or porcelain, a plate is a plate. They were there when you were there, so if they're not there, you're still you regardless of whether they're there sharing.
That's a fucking fact.
Oh, absolutely. Gems. Look at that Ray dropping those gems.
So look, bathe, drink water, mind your spirit.
I'm sorry. Time out. Starting over?
Because cleanliness is next to godliness. You have to say bathe first. Cleanliness is next to godliness. So bathe, drink water, mind your spirit, and those lives.
Shout out my nigga Rolo, my nigga Mello. Mello watching this shit. He said he's sitting on the couch dying. My nigga Mello like, bro, what the fuck are y'all doing? What is this conversation, bro? Mello, you feel me though, bro? You feel me, bro?
It's struggle food. Get the fuck out of here. Battle rap made niggas start pausing that shit. I don't give a damn.
I'm a grown ass.
But it's like, yo, it's like that video I posted when old boy was like, so when you see me eating a hot dog, my question is, why are you thinking gay stuff?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
That's
It's
a
a hot dog.
in your mouth. Like, what the fuck
But
you thought?
that's like Corona.
You not gonna just have no busy in your mouth. And we not gonna be
That's
like,
like Corona.
shit's cool.
I swear.
I am not
That is
Take
like
the
the
pussy out your mouth, bro.
coronavirus.
Like, okay.
Why are we acting like the coronavirus was the first first time people ever caught. Like, for real. We gotta start acting like motherfuckers was not coughing, but we were on the when somebody cough in the store, everybody
I'm just joking, but you're not gonna smile with the glizzy in your mouth, though.
We gonna get sick.
Like, I'm cool joking, but you're not gonna be like grinning like you're not gonna do that, bro.
I can safely say as a heterosexual man, I've never smiled eating a hot dog.
Yeah, like it's cool. Like if you're gonna eat the glizzy, it's cool. But you're not gonna like
didn't smile
smile.
either though.
Even if it was good, I was never like this goddamn hot dog. Why would I do that? It's a hot dog, bro.
It's a hot dog, bro. You're not gonna be excited over the glizzy.
No, nobody is ever
But I'm
excited.
saying though, like dead ass battle rap
As
made the hot dog gay shit. Because I'm coming from somebody who, like I said, some of the best hot dogs was made in the projects. I don't give a fuck what you heard.
None of those hot dogs were made in the project. Let me explain this. All the hot dogs were made by Asian children someplace else. Like, all the...
Why are they Asian children? Why are they Asian, bro?
That was cancellation.
That's
the cancellation.
There's a fucking factory full of other ways making hot dogs.
They're going to cancellation. Okay, I got cancer.
I need proof for Asian children make hot dogs. I have to fucking see this.
Did
I have to.
Okay, Indian children, whatever.
Stick just confirmed that hot dogs are making a sweatshop. We are getting canceled. This is trash. Fuck.
So they ate the glizzies. We don't like it.
In my book, if you eat a hot dog, it's safe to eat a hot dog.
Right, hot dogs are cool. Glizzies.
Alright, cause your ass ate one. On the way here, goddamn.
You know what my first
On fire with the honey design.
You know what my first thought was like a week into the
dead ass.
Look.
You dead ass ate a hot dog. Listen, and you was the happiest nigga in the
I asked
backseat.
her if we could stop. I'm like, hey, can we stop? I gotta get a glizzy.
Oh yeah, I don't.
But I'm gay. I could eat the glizzy.
No.
Y'all know the gay.
No.
The fuck?
No. Everybody can eat the hot dog.
They're universal. We're good.
No,
We're good.
everybody can eat the hot
We're
dog.
good. We're good. Everybody.
The first week or so into this whole glizzy epidemic, right?
Oh my
When
God,
niggas started
it's
calling hot dogs
terrible.
glizzies and everybody was making fun of them, the first thing I thought to myself like a weekend was, man, I bet shot glizzies gonna kill himself.
Yo.
Like,
That's a
different kind of.
That's a different glizzy.
A shy glizzy, you know what it sounds like. Don't make me say
Yeah, it does. It
Don't
does.
make me say it. Yeah.
Y'all did it. That's what y'all did.
Hey man,
I wouldn't give a shit.
I'm
Shy glizzy.
Cause I'm gonna tell you right now. Hey,
They
that
implemented
fourth
community
week, that 4th week in the house, I swear to God, when the stamps run out, it's gonna be hot dogs. I wouldn't give
Yeah,
a
I'm
shit.
I'm not mad at that, bro. I'm not mad at that.
When we can't eat shrimp no more.
Yeah.
When we can't eat green bean casserole no more. The
But
homemade
that's why you gotta
lasagna
stop.
no
But
more.
let me tell you.
Let
me tell you though.
That
Let me
4th
tell
week,
you.
you gotta
That's
fuck
why you
up.
gotta
We
find a
eat-
happy
we eat noodles
medium
and we
and
eat
start
hot
off
dogs.
with like
Correct.
the girthy
We've been
glizzy,
feasting for
the
3 whole
bratwurst.
weeks. It's over with.
You gotta start out with the girthy glizzies, the bratwurst. And that'll last you.
Fuck there. We're gonna stop right there. This nigga said the girthy.
Y'all gotta start with the girth. No.
Oh,
Bam.
The girthy.
Absolutely not.
Sir, that is not a glizzy. That is
Absolutely
a goddamn sausage.
They also have
Oh,
bologna with the red stripe. You can just like
Sorry.
fry it, cut it in 3 ways.
Don't
and
try
you're
to
good.
say that
See,
shit.
now you're making me
Don't try to
sound.
say that shit.
Cut in 3 ways. Why did we only cut the bologna 3 ways and not the 4th one? Why you only just bam, bam, bam? Because it was 3 ways. You ain't cut it 4 ways. Because why? Because it'll look like a nuclear bomb sign if you do it 4 ways. So they only do it 3 ways. Why?
I thought it was because of how it seared in the pan. I didn't know that we were trying to compare Hiroshima.
Yes, absolutely. We were concerned. And then there was always the issue of you fuck up the bologna, then they put a glizzy in here.
Jesus Christ.
But Smack DVDs wasn't even around then, so
Yo,
like I'm confused.
I'm still trying to get over girthy glizzy. Like, I really don't.
the bratwurst, bro. Bratwurst are girthy glizzies. Bratwurst,
Oh, man.
Italian sausages, shag.
Well, people,
It's been fun.
Jesus.
Yo.
And make sure you say that separately. Say the G and then say us and then say a prayer for
My
everybody.
nigga said the Asians gonna get on my ass.
Peace up. 8 times
Listen,
down.
fucking G. Tonight was more lit than I could ever imagine. Thank you, Ray, for coming on. Thank you, J2, for coming
Y'all
on.
already know what it is, man.
I had fun. I hope y'all had fun.
I'm lit. I'm so lit. Tomorrow my birthday.
Happy birthday, Erica. Tell them where to send that cash app though.
THEREALJT.
No, wait, hold on, Kim. Hold on.
That's not my cash app. That's not my cash app.
No, not you.
Hey, no, you know what's crazy when you get that? Tell me if this was gay bashing or not. As soon as you get it in the back of my mind, I know what you were spelling, but all I heard was INDEP.
That is gay bad shit.
I'm sorry.
And it's finest.
So,
As the
Erica,
LGBT.
tell them where to send those birthday cash apps if they don't already know.
Hashtag Persian Perfect. PERSIANPURRFECT.
Listen, and then she spelled it out for us. What more do you want? Okay? We had Automatic Brave. We had J2. Hope y'all enjoyed the I'm Heard podcast. Yo, it was lit for me from start to motherfucking finish. G's us. Make sure you say it separate. G's and then
8
us.
times
We
down.
outside, man. Back to bodies,
Hey,
man.
y'all got any love y'all want to show?
Hey,
Anything
Black
y'all
Lives
wanna
Society,
shout?
YD, whole lot of gang shit.
oh,
Hallville,
Hold
next time.
on, battle rapper, come on.
Hallville to the next time to the day I die, man. You already know. Follow me on all social media platforms. Instagram is J2 Gets Busy. Twitter is the real J2. You already know what it is, man.
Come on, Ray.
I'm not nearly as good as I do.
Yo, I hate him.
Not the gay counterpart.
Fucking, you already know what it is. Automatic Ray. I'm everywhere at Automatic Ray. Twitter, Instagram, your mama's job, pick up the check. My fucking single.
Ray got music out too,
Yeah,
y'all.
my single plug is on every streaming
What's
platform
that?
right now.
Ray
I
got
mean,
music
let's
out.
go listen to all the other shit too. Don't just get the single, but nigga, get the single. So yeah.
Hey.
Facts.
Other than that,
We are lit. It's been an amazing night. Hope y'all have a good night. Drive safe. Don't call me. I got bomb money for nobody.
Nobody.
Okay. Look.
Nobody.
And it's
We got
over with.
nobody on- I could come video visit.
Video.